Oh, yeah. My channel. No. Check out the lives. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there we go. What up? What up, y'all? What up, Dante? What's happening? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Locks, was good with it? Mm-hmm. So, Maria. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. God damn. The reason that happened was because I had to revise the prompt. So I kept a part of it. It's all good. We back. Should men and women be together? That's the question. What's good with it? What's happening, y'all? I think the first time I said it like a statement, I think I said like men and women shouldn't be together, or men and women should not be together. That's what I said. Yeah. And then I was like, let me ask it as a question. I don't want to be mean. I didn't want to be mean. So, we flipped it. Appreciate you, Drew. How does being with a man benefit a woman? That's what I want to know. How does being with a man benefit a woman? I'm very interested to see this. I hope everybody's having a lovely Sunday. I have a delay. Interesting. Can't do nothing about that. Can't do nothing about the delays. What up, Mel? What's happening? Yeah. Bet. That's what they do. How does being with a man benefit a woman? Should men and women not be together? I'm good. I'm a little under the weather right now. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I'm really tired. I got to go to sleep. I don't have an infection, sinus infection. Being with someone can be beneficial if they add value to your life, but most men don't add value. Yeah, I want to see how most men add value to women's lives. How does having a man add value to a woman's life? That's the question. How does being with a man add value to a woman's life? Shit. How does being in close proximity to men add value to a woman's life? They ain't got to be together. That's right, Keo. Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap after I go live. We going out tonight, so I'm gonna go nod off for a minute after I get off the live. That's the question. Should men and women not be together? How does being with a man benefit a woman? That's the question. How does being in close proximity to men help women? They're just gonna say we need men to protect us from me. Always. Thanks, T. Marie. Oh, Sakina is sick. Sorry to hear that, Sakina. Haitian Remedy 101, lemon, garlic, and honey. Yeah, I've drank enough tea to last me a lifetime in the last 2 days. Yeah, did y'all see that video Dr. Umar saying that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was a narcissist? I was like, what? What makes Dr. Cheyenne Bryan a narcissist? Public man, when did you finally fall in love with your wife? And did you get the warm, fuzzy feeling? Uh, when did I fall in love with my wife? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know when I did, but did I get the warm, fuzzy feeling? I don't know what that means either. Dr. Umar was projecting bad in that video. Dr. Umar is a narcissist. From what I could tell. I mean, I'm not a professional at all. I'm sorry. Let me not say that about him. Dr. Umar is self-absorbed and has grandiose ideals about himself. I'll say that. I don't know if he's a narcissist or not, but he's definitely a pathological liar. He has grandiose ideas about himself, and yeah. So I don't know. I don't know though. I'm not a professional. I'm trying not to say things like that. And he's a scammer. Exactly, Nopra. What up, Miss Chris? He's a televangelist preacher. Yep, Keo. Exactly. He is a professional though. Dre gonna find a way to be what's the word? My brain is foggy right now. When you just are disagreeable for the sake of being disagreeable. A contrarian. Dre will find a way to be a contrarian. He's a professional what? Scammer? He's a professional liar? What is he a professional of? Grips. I don't know. I might be getting sick. I don't know. I feel a little under the weather today. I wasn't getting sick this whole time, but now I feel like I'm under the weather. He is equal to a black truck, but not rich. Is stress? What am I stressed out about? I don't think I'm that stressed. I don't feel stressed. Don't feel stressed at all. Um, hmm. Should I start the live over again? Chewing raw garlic knocks out. I think I'm getting sick feeling. Maybe. I ain't pro Umar by any means, to be clear. I don't know. If you're not pro Umar, then why you defending him? Because what does him being a professional have to do with anything? What is he a professional of? That was the question. Yeah, Amber is rough. They don't have an answer. Oh man. What up, Influencer City? I got it, y'all. Don't worry. I'm good. I'll figure it out. We'll get the voice together. When I start talking, it's all good. Just when I'm not geeking. When I'm turned down, that's when you hear it. When I be geeking, I'm good though. It's just mucus. That's what it feels like. So I'm gonna have to restart the live. I'll be back. Let's restart the live. Let's come back with another prompt. They didn't like that prompt. TikTok didn't like it, y'all. You never quite know what TikTok's gonna do, right? Let's run it. Let's run the same prompt from last night. We'll run the same prompt as last night, right? And then I will insert the other prompt, you know, when it's time. I'll go to the other prompt. Right? He's a professional liar. He is. Shout out to all my commenters on YouTube, man. Y'all be holding it down over here. I wish I had two eyes. I wish I had eyes like Biggie Smalls. I wish the motherfuckers was like this. So I could have an eye on that screen and an eye on this screen. Another round of incel bingo for Sabrina. Man, I just ordered some food through Uber Eats. I can't wait till that joint get here. I'm hungrier than a hostage. Your boy hungry as hell. We're gonna spin the block. We're gonna spin the block on the prompt and see what they do. Uncle Bingo. It's a good prompt. You got some food on the way? It's supposed to be here at 1:50. 10 minutes, it says. Nah, I can't eat. It ain't here yet. I don't got much time. I got things I got to do later, so we're gonna have to get through it the way we get through it. We got it. What app can you come on live? What app can you come on live? I'm on TikTok right now. So I don't really like doing the cross-pollination unless it's like, and if it's like a real certified op over there on YouTube, I throw them up here, but I can't have like people on both stages. It's too much. It get too chaotic. And then the people that be talking on TikTok on YouTube can't hear the people talking on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be talking all over each other, and it get to be too much. It get to be too much. So I'm gonna run the prompt from last night again. It was a good. We had a good time, and then I'm gonna spin the block, and then I'm gonna reinstate the prompt that I had earlier. That's how we gonna do that. Men don't do anything for women. Men don't care about women's happiness, health, or safety. It's just a continuation anyway. It's the same, you know what I mean? It's just a continuation. I want the men to think about this hard. That's why I do it like this. I'll ask a similar thing in a different way, right? Like I'm asking the same thing in a different way, and I'll ask in like 20 different ways, like a lawyer, because I want the men to really, really think about it. I need for us to really, really sit with that for a minute and be like, wait, how do we add value to women's lives? How do we add value to women's lives? That's what we need to get to the bottom of. I mean, you can deny it, but it's the truth. Can they deny Andrew? I did. I invited Mr. Andrew up. Come on now, Mr. Andrew. I missed your other comments, but I saw you made one comment, so I just saw you say it was true. What's there to think about? It's true. We aren't really adding much value, if any. Uh-huh. I mean, we do got to think about it though. A lot of men's don't know. A lot of men's don't understand. Are we on sub only? No, we're not on sub only. If you guys see Andrew in here, you can mute him. He didn't want to come up, so we're gonna mute him for the live. You can come up and get unmuted if you want to, Andrew. I don't know if you've been in my lives before, but that's how it works. He might not be in here anymore, but we're gonna mute him for the live. Say what you want. Chance K, she let come over to the YouTubes, man. We over here. Yeah, that's the thing. You can. Who is that? Let's see. Who is this? Damien. Oh, Damien. Damien not gonna want to talk either. They always run. They always say, I could always tell when they I could tell like when they gonna really like say something. Most of the time, like men who actually can think, they don't say stuff like that. They don't say like what a horrible statement and untrue. Like if they do say that, they'll usually like follow it up with like another statement to, like this is how, you know what I'm saying, or this is why. But usually when they just say that, like men that come in, they do like drive-bys, they come in and they be like, that's dumb, and then they dip. And I'm like, that's dumb. Okay, but how was it dumb? Tell us. We want to know. We're listening. We want it. We want to know. We want to know what it is. Yeah, they give exactly, Jill. They give context, right? They run because they just need to say the thing because they have like Tourette's. They need to like say the thing to get it out of them, but then they don't really have anything to refute it. Right? Oh, that's untrue. Okay. I'm here. I'm literally here for y'all to disprove that I want you guys to prove that it's untrue. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally what I'm here for. I want to hear how this is untrue. How is this an untrue statement? That's it. That's all I want to know. How is this an untrue statement? Right? That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. I love that baby. I ain't never met that child, but I love it. Love him. I love him down. That was weird how TikTok did that. That was interesting. It was like they pushed it out to like 400 people and then they just like everybody just left. That was crazy. I never seen that before. I don't believe it. I'm saying off work. Yeah, it's the Sabbath. They off work. Y'all not working on the Sabbath. Y'all not working on the Sabbath. We know. I know about it. Jeff, come up. Here, we'll invite Jeff up. Jeff said, prove that it's true. I don't have to prove that it's true. That's the thing. It's not. There you go, Jeff. That's the link. Hit the link. Hit the link, Jeff. K-Mini. Hit the link and jump up. We can have the discussion. Prove that it's true. I don't even know how. Prove that men don't add value to women's lives because women aren't happy, healthy, or safe. What more proof do I need than women aren't happy, healthy, and safe? That's the proof. So what's your proof that it's not? What is, Jeff, what's your proof that women need, that men do care about women? That's my proof. My proof is women are not happy, healthy, and safe. That's what so I want to know how can you refute it? Which way? How can you refute that? Sabbath every day for the neats. Shan said TikTok really been tripping. Football is going on, but not every man watches football. Appreciate the new team members too, man. Shout out to the new team members. Sending them heart me's. I love that, man. Let's do that again. Let's get all of those. And then when we get the peoples on the panels, we'll do it. We'll definitely keep pushing. Stephanie, you didn't get no notification, huh? Interesting. The closer we are to men, the worse we do overall statistically. Yeah. Y'all remember that movie Hancock? With Will Smith and Charlize Theron. That's like men and women, low key, except for, yeah, like if you look at it, Charlize, she was a happy, healthy woman the further she was away from Will, right? And then the closer she got to Will, the more out of whack things got for her in her life, right? That's like what it's like for most women. It's like the closer they get to men, the more out of whack they get, the more out of whack their lives are. If you're not getting a notification, please make sure it's on all, not personalized. Yeah. That's how that movie was to me. That's how I look at that. I'm like, yeah, like Charlize represents like most women. She represents she represents most women. And the closer women get to men, the more weird shit happens to them. When they're by themselves, nothing weird happens to them. Thank you, Auntie. Thanks for the shares. Nothing happens to the women when they just, big back, big in it being bull by themselves. When they big and back being bull by themselves, they straight. Seem like as soon as they get in contact with a man or some men's, now shit start to get weird. Now they, what I mean? Now they got to do this emotional labor. Now they got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. There's always something with the men's. It's like, it's just a weird thing. Like all the time. You just see the men's, they come up. They come messing it up. So why don't you get divorced then and make your wife and make my wife's life better? I don't know. I think because I make my wife happy. You can ask her. If my wife wanted to leave me, she could leave me. She ain't trapped here. But come up, Damukin Rez. You scary too. I don't even know why I even thought for a second. Oh, you denied it? Okay. We gonna mute you for the live. You know how it goes. Don't be scared. Hey man, y'all can't be scared. Invite Mark too. All right, invite Mark. I don't know who Mark is. If you see him in the comments, Maz, do your thing. Invite Mark up too. And if they don't come up, we muting for the live. We got a mutiny on our hands, y'all. We gonna mute them for the live. Y'all know how it goes. I haven't seen a Mark in here yet. If I see him, though, I'll invite him up. I'm not seeing a Mark. That's what's up, butterflies. Appreciate it. What's good, prototype? Where's Mark at? I didn't see him. If y'all see him, mods, did y'all ever find Mark in here or what? What happened with Mark? A mutiny. We muting him. Exactly. She locked in now. I didn't say that no man creates happiness for a woman or helps create happiness for a woman. Right? Oh, I am over 16,000. I didn't even notice that, Julie. Thank you. Andrew is still in here. Andrew is muted. Andrew is muted. Mark about to get muted if we find him. Mark about to get muted if we find him. Don't let me find you. Oh, there he goes. There you go, Mark. He probably done already left. Once I started shouting his name out, that boy done dipped. Well, my screen not moving. That's usually what happens. They be in here for a minute and then they go on and dip off. Public versus the big homie. Hey man, big homie can't read. Arguing with men who can't read just is crazy. He has enough followers to come up. You can come up with any amount of followers. If you can invite them up, they can come up. The leaders always be running. They love it. They love to run. That's what they do. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, I don't have enough likes. What you mean you don't got enough likes? I'm inviting you up. You got more than enough followers. Okay. We're muting Mark for the live. There he goes. I like how y'all be creating these weird pages and then not, I know y'all be trolling. It'd be some weird person. But yeah, at the end of the day, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know that men don't, that men don't add value to women's lives in general. Maybe you can. Maybe, hey, to the men's out there, maybe you are a good man. I already cooked Mr. High Value, man. Had that boy glitching. There's nobody left, to be honest with you. I'll never get tired of cooking niggas, but you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, on TikTok is a small world. I feel like I done beat they best bosses. So I don't know. Mr. High Value took a shot at me. When was that? Oh, I fried Dr. Julio. I am live on Facebook right now as we speak. I fried Dr. Julio. Oh, Anton Daniels. That's a motherfucker I would love to talk to. Hold on. Let me go. Let me make sure my food get got. The food is here. Did you get the food? Says he's here. Says arriving now. Says he's arriving now. Still ain't at the door yet. We'll see. He says I've arrived. Could you get that? Huh? Could you? Never mind. I'll get it. I got it. I got it. Super weird. All right. My fault. Yes, sir. We back. Oh man, that was crazy. What up, prototype?
What's up, y'all?
Chilling was happening with you.
Shit, for real. I had wrote down something you had said yesterday. I just wanted clarity on.
Okay, go ahead. We listening.
You said the cure to everything would be for men to look at women as people.
Uh-huh.
If that happened on a level that, you know what I'm saying, we won't have to have this talk to this level, how would the interaction be for the women that still don't like men?
What do you mean?
I'm saying so far as the women that don't like to care or they don't care for to be around me, and how can we still you know what I'm saying, interact with them if they don't care to be around us?
Don't interact with them. Why do you want to interact with people that don't want to be around you?
I mean, okay, so that to me that throws everything out the window.
Why? How?
Because if you want me to look at somebody as a person, I feel like the feeling should be mutual.
Just because they don't like you doesn't mean that they don't see you as a person. They just don't want to be around you because they don't trust you.
Okay, so I'm not quite getting, like, what's the point of it then? Like, if that's the case, we can just, you know what I'm saying, or not interact from the get-go.
I mean, that'll be fine until you figure out how to interact with women. Right?
I wouldn't say so, but
Why not?
that's a solution.
Huh?
No, I was reading the comment.
But what I'm not understanding, like, what is why are you so concerned with the women that don't like you? That's not most women. Most women don't hate men.
No, I ain't saying that. It's just the thought of our engagements. Like, I don't want no preconceived thought that not person, me, you know what I'm saying, being me is being a bad person. Because one day it might come down to I might have to, you know what I'm saying, stand in the gap for them, and they might have to stand in the gap for me. And that thought that's gonna be a problem.
I don't care if people. What does it matter if people don't like you? Why would you treat them any differently?
What kind of hey, you want me to wait till you get through, bro? What kind of question that is?
I'm saying, what does it matter if a woman, they Jenny. Jeannie Marie. Sorry, I said Jenny. Jeannie Marie. Thank you, Jeannie Marie. No, so the point is, why if you need to help somebody, what does it matter if they like you or not? You thinking in your mind like, oh, they don't like me, I'm not gonna help them? Like, that's weird. Then you not a good like.
Yeah, because if you was raised in survival mode, it's a possible chance of you thinking that a person might backdoor you.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything though? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, so now we talking about people in survival mode?
I mean, we're talking about all people in general, so that falls in the class, right?
I guess. I just don't understand the relevancy.
I'm saying, okay, as a class, you saying men don't care about women, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we get to the point that we get to, like, let's say 70 to 80% men that's doing right by women.
Mm-hmm.
If they start doing the things that men do, like what have we accomplished? I don't feel like we'll accomplish nothing at that point.
Why would women start doing that?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This when I come up here, that's why I say I feel like it's some kinks on both sides that need to be addressed.
Like what? This don't make no sense, bro. What are you talking about? Why are you assuming that women are gonna? That's what white people think about black people. By the way,
what they think?
That's the reason white people are concerned that if black people get freedom, that we're gonna do to them what they did to us. That's just projection. You don't see nothing wrong with that? That's projection.
I might be a part of that, and I can say that might be true.
It is true. It's weird. It's wrong.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's truthful though. So I don't see nothing wrong with it because it's sometimes you do have to make people feel like how you feel to get them to understand that you was being peaceful the whole time. So I understand it, but I'm just saying if we fighting for right, I feel like I don't even understand that shit.
Don't read the comments. Finish the statement.
Oh, what you said? You had went out a little bit.
No, I didn't. You said if we fighting for right, what?
Yeah, I'm saying if we fighting for right, I just feel like it should be a unified talk on both sides. Like, I understand that when you have these conversations, you're talking on a large scale of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if you eliminate not pushing down on women experience, saying not talking about the rapists. Oh, my bad. The rapists, the SAs and stuff like that, but just on a smaller scale interaction or how. Bro, you act like you don't understand what I'm saying, but god damn.
I don't know what you're trying to say because I don't. It sounds like you doing the typical thing of like it goes both ways. Women mess up too, but they don't though. Not when it comes to what we talking about. So why are you so hell bent on pushing this idea that men and women got to work on whatever the fuck you think we need to work on? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm being real though, bro. I just feel like if men start doing better, it's still gonna be it gonna have to have another talk outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the trust all the way gone. Just because a man start doing good, that don't mean that they'll automatically start trusting us. So my thing is, what's the point of doing the work? It might be another method that we need to try.
There's no other method. And you do the work for yourself. You only want to do it so you could treat women better, so you can get women, or so you can communicate with women. Then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Don't do that.
I'm not doing that. That's what you're saying. You just said, hold on, look. That's what you just said, sir. You was like, well, we do it, and then we still don't get the result from the women because the women don't trust us or whatever. Now, what are we doing it for? And I'm like, you should be doing it for you. You should want to be a better person for you.
I understand that, Paul, but I'm just saying, do you feel like what do you consider a good person, a good man at that?
A person that doesn't abuse people, an honest person. You know what a good person is? A person that doesn't lie and manipulate and cheat and steal.
Okay,
a genuine person. Like what? Come on, man. This is not rocket science.
Hey, I know it ain't rocket science, but I feel like you not that. But anyway, I'm saying I just feel like if I add to the contribution of men and I don't do that, but you say I do that, what part do you feel like I play in the badness?
You do that, but you're doing it right now. Sorry, I got something in my eye. You're doing it right now.
And I'm asking you, you know, I'm not trying to control your channel. I'm just saying, like, if you calling out men, I'm gonna be the show partner. Or help me help me understand my misogyny, if you would. Like, I'm trying to like make it make sense for both of us, because I understand what I'm saying. It might come out a little slappy, but
I mean, I understand what you're trying to say too, and I understand what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is you're trying to gaslight everybody into thinking that men and women are equally responsible for these issues, or in this particular case, you're trying to make it seem like if men level up, then women will somehow like not like men will surpass women, or you're trying to make it seem like even if men get better and the women don't want to be with us, then what do we do? If like everything you're saying is wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like all of that is wrong. That the whole approach is wrong. I'm not telling you to be better for women. I know you wouldn't actually be better for women. That's the point. You should be better for yourself, though.
no, I'm not saying that's the end all be all, but I'm just saying that's a part of it too. I'm just saying at the end of the day, it's still gonna be another problem because they're gonna have repressed thoughts of the traumatizing experience that they had. So you gotta present yourself to
Says
be
who?
a person that does no wrong. I don't want to do that. I want you to know that I'm a fuck up.
But says who? Says who? Who told you that? Why are you making that assumption?
Because it's a lived experience. Like, I wouldn't get on here just bullshit. Like, I ain't trying to make shit sound fancy, bro. This is real talk.
What do you mean it's a lived experience? I bet money, because I was going to ask you, but I'm glad you mentioned it. You have not been in a situation, I guarantee you have not been in a situation where you wronged a woman and then you genuinely changed who you were, changed your character, became the man that she needed you to be, and then she still had mistrust for you or distrust for you. I know that didn't happen. That's the
reality.
Nah, that's not. What happened was you fucked up and you told her, and then you just didn't do that thing again. You didn't actually heal. You didn't allow her the space to heal either. And I could tell by how you talking right now, I already know what you were saying to her. You was trying to gaslight her. You was on that like I already said sorry 1,000 times. What do you want me to do? Like you were doing that shit. You never made her feel, you never made her believe by your actions. You never made her believe with your actions that you were actually contrite in your apology and that you had actually changed your behavior. You never made her believe that. You never actually showed her that. And when she never fully bought in, when she never fully reinvested, you then pivoted and blamed her for that. Like, oh, see, I'm a changed man. Why you don't love me exactly? Like, nigga, what? Which is the proof that you didn't change. That's the proof. The proof you didn't change is your reaction to how she reacted to you. That's the proof. A changed man would understand that. If you were actually evolved, you would understand, okay, yeah, I did her dirty. I did her dirty. And I'm gonna have to give her all the grace in the world, and I'm gonna have to afford her every single opportunity to overcome this. And I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm squeaky clean moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like and I help her hit whatever. I know I gotta do all of that if I want to be with her. And if I don't think I could do that, I should leave her. But that's not what you did. You just didn't do the thing again. And then you was like, that's enough.
No, I'm a principal. So when I'm wrong, and I'm gonna stand on it. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know too, but there's some 16, 17, 18-year-old shit. When you been through a lot and the universe gave you everything to see what you did back to a person, it hit different. So
Bro, what did you do?
It depends. Like if I have to pick a situation,
in that cabinet, right when you walk in the kitchen, next to the dishwasher, up top. Go ahead, brother. I'm listening. It's my fault.
You said, what did I do? Like, just pick a situation.
What did you do? How did you wrong her? And then how did you change? This should be easy, by the way.
You ain't gonna believe me if I said I really don't do people wrong, Paul. But listen, hear me out. I'm gonna be truthful. You can clout whatever you want to clout, but hear me out first. Me personally, I don't do people wrong. It be something on the back end, like I'll make people feel how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I give my respect first. But on top of that, once I feel that I know that was wrong, which I always knew would be wrong, I double back and try to make it better and justify it in a way that I feel like they'll accept.
So you do people wrong?
It be on a reaction note. Yes, I do.
All right, man. I can't even. Hegelian dialect.
Bro, I was trying to follow what was going on.
Don't even worry. Don't even worry about that. Just respond to the comment. To the prop.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what y'all talking about. All right, men don't do anything for women. Mm-hmm. Is that a question or is it like a statement?
It's a statement.
Okay, statement. Yeah, I would agree with that. Mm-hmm. Get yourself together. I would definitely agree with that. If you waste your time trying to do stuff for them, man, you'll lose in the end. You'll lose out. I learned that a long time ago when I was young.
How do you lose out trying to help women?
Women's happiness, health. So,
how do you lose out? How do you lose out trying to help a woman? Please elaborate.
By focusing my energy on acquiescing to her needs and wants and losing out on what I'm trying to pursue. By the time I finish helping her, I done missed my opportunity for whatever.
This sounds made up. It doesn't sound like a reality. What happened? How are you trying to help her?
An example of,
please.
All right, okay. She has to go to school. Mm-hmm. I take time out of my day to drive her to school. Okay. All right. By the time I get back, I'm too tired to go to the gym. So therefore, I can't train. Therefore, I can't take the fight in 2 months. Mm-hmm. It's not made up. That's a real situation. I'm just saying, going out of your way to help somebody, you're losing out on focusing on what you're trying to target. That ain't really that deep. So
can I ask you a question? This was how long ago was this?
This is like 20 years ago.
God damn, how old are you?
I learned my lesson.
How old are you now?
40.
40. So you were 20 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You were a child.
Yeah. Okay. So I learned my lesson back then.
And all it took was for you.
Just do for me, do for self.
Mm-hmm. All it took for you to become a selfish individual was try to give your girl a ride at the time and then miss out on a fight. And then from then on, you was like, yep, that's it. I'm gonna be selfish for the rest of my life.
That's one example of 20.
You know, you said.
You want me to see him give you 20?
No. I would like for you to give me a more recent example if you got 20 of them, not the one from 20 years ago when you were a child.
Oh, I can't give you no more. I can't give you a recent example because I don't do that shit no more.
Exactly. See, now
that's why I'm where I am today.
Now we're going around in circles. Where are you today?
We're not going around in circles. You're making something so simplistic difficult because I guess you're trying to get views. It's very simple. 20 years ago, I found out when I put other people first, I lose out, period. The end. I'm not going to sit here and go through 19 other examples for you to believe me. Now you say, give you something recent. There ain't nothing recent. I'm talking. Can I please finish talking? Now you say, give you something recent. I can't give you nothing recent because I don't do that no more. That's why I am in the position I'm in today. It ain't rocket science. It ain't hard. It's not quantum physics. It's very simple. You want to make it difficult, let me know.
Are you done now?
I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to him. Do me a favor. Don't talk to me. Unless she's supposed to talk to me, I'll leave because I don't even know her. I was addressing him.
But why are you getting so upset? She's on the panel. She can't talk to you?
Jesus Christ. I didn't even say anything.
The triggerings be wild, man. Y'all need go seek therapy. Talking about where I'm at right now. Where you at right now? Bitter?
Pineapple chicken.
Oh my goodness.
This is kebab, Mediterranean.
Okay. But anyway, I was saying that's what I was saying too though, Paul. Like
Whoa.
we can't go to the women's side and talk to them because they give us so much pushback. Then when we come in here, they step on our toes too. So either the community want men to do better, or if it ain't, like it got, we gotta have.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna drop down because I don't want to be their scapegoat for the day. Because that's the reason why I came up.
Stay.
No, you're good. Let me just say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna go. Because that's why I came up in the first place. Like that wasn't even a good example because exactly what, like that's what he was trying to do with her, use her as the scapegoat. Like, oh, she needed to go to school. I took her to school, and because of that, I was too tired to work out for the rest of the whole entire day, and because of that, I missed out on a fight. So you mean to tell me unless she went to school 3 hours away, 2 hours away, I can't for the life of me understand why simply taking your girlfriend to school made you too tired to work out for the rest of the day.
I think his girlfriend was 16 years old. But here's the thing. Because no, on some real shit, this is why I say that. Because why wouldn't you just give her your car? And then you go catch the bus? Like women do. Do women not do that all the time for men?
Yeah, that's an option, but like I just feel like that's an excuse. Like even if you did take her all the way to school, that did not make you so tired that you couldn't work out for the rest of the day. And if it did, that's not her fault that you're so lazy that you only got one good task in you a day.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to use her as a scapegoat. And a lot of like, it seems like a lot of y'all's examples of how helping women hindered you is really about you hindering yourself and using that woman as the excuse and the scapegoat.
He telling his kid somewhere, sometime, he telling his kids he could have been where Mike Tyson was, but he gave his girl a ride to school.
Like what? that wasn't even a good example. Like you crashing out about giving other examples, but the first one was horrible. And I just came up here, and before I could even say hello, you lost your mind. Like maybe you knew I was going to clock that before I even opened my mouth, because I don't know why that was your reaction, but calm down.
He knew. He knew that was.
That's it. That's all I wanted.
All right, Sharon. Yeah, he knew that was some bullshit. Prototype. Erica said, once again, how do you want to hold women accountable?
I don't want to hold just women accountable. I don't want to hold nobody accountable. I just want the awareness raised between both of us. And despite his,
what do you want our awareness to be raised about when it comes to women?
That we go through the same things, and we need to find a.
What do you mean we go through the same thing?
If I can finish, you'll probably grasp with them. I'm not saying you don't, but it'll probably make more sense. I'm just saying, like, men get punished for the things that the past man did, and women get pushed back on the things that the women did before them. So all I'm saying is, where's the conversation that revolves around that? Well, you got a long ass thing. What would you say?
I'm tall, nigga. Nah, bro. I was not. No. So women and men aren't going through the same things when it comes to this. We're not going through the same things. That's crazy. Women are men. Listen to what that dude just said. He blamed his girl because she wanted to go to school and she needed a ride, and he gave her a ride, and he started to blame her for him not being able to go to the gym. Right? Okay. Not her fault. And also, when did that woman hurt you? That woman didn't hurt him. That woman didn't use him. That woman didn't abuse him.
No, he ain't say nothing like
that. Exactly. So how many women going through the same things? When you flip it around, it's men abusing women.
Because it's deeper than that. I think you just touching on the example that he gave. But to me, I see past all that, bro. Like, I see that, okay, what put him in the position not for to have his own? What make him think that that the decision that she made affected him. So I'm trying to target things like that. If that makes sense to you. I see you frowning up, so it probably don't. So I'll go a little bit deep. So what I'm saying is, it's conversations needed that, you know what I'm saying, involves trauma. Like, we don't talk about that as a class of people. You know what I'm saying, specifically black.
How do women traumatize men?
Where you get that from?
You said to discuss trauma.
I didn't say how you get involved with that trauma. I'm just saying trauma in general, because I don't know people's specific, you know what I'm saying, I don't know the specifics on people's life, so I can't really dumb that down to, you know what I'm saying. Just
of course you can. How do men traumatize? How do women traumatize men? We can do it for men
by helping us suppress the things that we already go through, and vice versa. It's the same thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. This the talk.
That's how they traumatize us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Brian saying that.
For what?
She's a woman. Anybody?
You want to ask a woman this?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, ask a woman right now. This is crazy. I'm hella lost.
Look. Hey, come back up. Come back up. You see Dream sound, there's a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say a motherfucker sound soft as fuck, but when you actually talking about real shit, they don't try to clock it for what it is.
That's a dude. You just said that's a dude.
But I'm just saying, like, fuck. I mean, my bad. Go ahead.
I think what the prototype, I think what you fail to realize is that typically you men, and that's a collective, there's a few men that have the range and the ability to have this conversation. You don't have the range or the bandwidth to actually go deep for this particular conversation. And so this is very frustrating for women. It's frustrating for me to listen to you talk to public. It's confusing because we don't understand what you're saying. And I went through this with my ex-husband, him trying to have these type of conversations. And I'm literally saying, huh? What? What are you talking about? And him getting frustrated because I don't understand what you're saying, because you cannot be concise with your words. It's very frustrating because we have to have so much patience with you all for you to get your vocabulary together to have the conversation. But then you're trying to say that men get punished and women get pushed back. You don't even see when you say certain things that you're saying, you're having conversations and not realize you're telling on yourself. And that's the things that public clocks about you that you don't realize. He's picking up, he's reading in between the lines of what you say. And that's why he can tell you that you're misogynistic and that you're under the patriarchy. Because you don't realize the way that you speak, your conversation, your conduct, and your character says so much about you that we don't even have to open the book. All we got to do is read the cover, and that tells us who you are. It tells us who you are. We don't need to read the book. We don't even need to read we don't have to read the table of contents, because all we got to do is read the inside cover or the back cover to get who you all are. Y'all are not deep at all.
So if I can say something, if you landed,
I'm good.
So my thing is this: whether my conversation be profound or articulated enough, you should be able to understand my passion by just simply existing as a black person.
Just stop trying to use big words when you don't know what they mean. You stop trying to use big words even now. Why are you trying to use big words?
I haven't used a big word today.
You just said profound and articulate. And those
profound is a big word.
For you, sir.
Okay, but despite if I use the word right, what does it matter if I'm not articulated to the specs that you
See what we mean?
So
just use words that you know how to use.
Baby,
in
look,
the
though,
context.
if I use the word right, that's all that matters.
Okay.
That's all that matters. You trying to go above and beyond when this is a sensitive topic as is. Like, if I made a statement, only thing wrong with my articulation is I'm trying to protect myself in a sense. That's all I'm doing. I be just trying to gather my words. I know what the fuck I'm saying. It's just that I'm trying to gather myself where I won't, you know what I'm saying, spaz out. I'm trying to have.
Hold up, I think
it's crazy.
What I think you do, the prototype. This is what I think you doing. This is what I said earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. Hopefully this time it'll stick. I think, like I said, you're just trying to obfuscate. You're just trying to like
grandstand and make yourself seem more educated than you are.
No, I don't. No. I'm not. No. I'm saying his whole approach, right? The reason for this conversation, for the pushback, right, is rooted in him basically just doing this whole like it goes both ways shit. That's what I'm saying. And I just want to make it clear it doesn't. It doesn't. And I don't know why y'all like men. I do know why though. Don't get me wrong. I know why. I know why men are I know why men are so like beholden to this idea that it goes both ways. I truly do. I do. Trust me. I get it. The reason why men to be like, oh, women got to do work too, yada, 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 is because men actually don't want to have to do anything. And as long as we can point to women being fucked up too, then eventually it'll lead men to this place of like, well, you, what Aaliyah said, I got issues, you got issues. Like, that's what niggas want to do. They just want to say we all got issues. What them niggas, what them sorry ass niggas, Jagged Edge said, when they were talking about let's just combine all of our problems and get married and shit. It's like, no, nigga, don't nobody want to do that. Grow the fuck up.
Because they want to keep us in this low vibrational state of circular conversations that never go anywhere. There's never any solution to the problem. And so then it looks like we're the person that's keeping it from happening when it's really them.
Exactly. Well, exactly.
It's
a circular conversation because you've been having this conversation with Pug. You keep telling him you're growing and learning from him, but you're really not. It's very circular. You're not evolving at all. Like you just have not gotten any of the points that public has been trying to get you to understand. You do not see the point where he's saying it doesn't go both ways. The chicken comes first. The woman comes first. We do not come from men. Y'all come from us. And here's the thing. You don't want to accept the truth when you hear it. You still keep trying to say, no, it's the egg that comes first. And that's not what it is. We keep trying to get you to understand that's not it.
I think Siren said something funny right now, but it's true. She said they're trying to exhaust women.
Exactly. Yeah. And get us discombobulated and
disoriented. It's just like
give up. So we can just give up and say, fuck it. Let's just move on to something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. Like that's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what it is. You just want to obfuscate and be like, I'm fucked up, you fucked up. So what can we do about it? Let's move on. No. You are fucked. Men are fucked up. We are. Every time I ask y'all, when we talk about this shit, we were just doing this right now, prototype. I was like, how do women abuse men?
It ain't, see, that's not my conversation. Y'all put that conversation.
That's the conversation, though.
I probably have said on similar topics that could circle around it, but my thing is not it's both sides. It could be simulated. See, this the problem. All I'm saying is it's problems on both sides.
It's not. Yeah. Well, okay, you said the same thing. When y'all say it's problems on both sides, articulate the problem on the other side now. What is the problem?
Okay, it goes back from traumatic experiences that we experience that make us do the things to women.
Sir, be specific. What are you talking about? How are women traumatizing men, and it is forcing men to react in a way?
See, you're not getting.
Then no, it's not that I'm not getting it. You're not. If you're not saying that, then you shouldn't be saying whatever you're talking about, because that's what I'm saying. When you say it goes both, go ahead.
Listen, can I please say that?
Go ahead.
Let me calm down. If I'm affected, whether it be a man or a woman, and I double back and do it to a woman, this all I'm saying. Like,
that's not what's going on, sir.
I have to answer public. I have to answer.
Go ahead.
Because I've been listening to lives a long time, and I appreciate what you're doing because it's very much needed. But the reason why he cannot articulate it is because it's simple. Men are upset that women aren't going with the program to which they were taught is supposed to be in play. So when women don't go with the program, then all of a sudden they're traumatized, and then they have to react to it. Somebody told you you were supposed to get everything for doing nothing. The bare minimum is just owed to you. And now that the women are not doing that, y'all are traumatized because you have found out that the entire existence that has been set forth in front of you is a lie. Patriarchy wasn't even built for men who are not of the elite class.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't supposed to benefit from it. You were supposed to be a workhorse like the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is that you took the ideas, you took it on because for some reason you have to make us small for you to be big. It's not our fault you were Chihuahua and thought you were a Great Dane. And this whole time when someone says, what do women do to abuse you? They don't do what they're supposed to do. What we were supposed to do is be little, submissive, kind-hearted, all of these things, people to you. And then the minute that you actually have to put in the effort, use your brain, or we surpass you, which we could have been doing because somebody oppressed us in that sector, then all of a sudden women have traumatized you. No, it wasn't us. It was you believing the minutia that y'all asses was the leaders with the least discipline and the least amount of self-control. That's wicked work for you to try to blame women. The lie is what got you. It's not women. Y'all got to stop believing this lie. And y'all got to evolve.
And the lie, and also the lie is, to Prototype's point specifically, men aren't reacting to being traumatized. That's the lie. By men or women. We're not reacting to trauma. We are the trauma. We are inflicting the trauma.
They are literally Dr. Frankenstein. You built the monster and then spend the rest of your life being upset at the monster you created. You can't make the system to which you say you're oppressed by and then complain about the outcome of the situation. Y'all created the monster. We are now y'all Frankenstein. That's what y'all are traumatized with. Y'all traumatized yourselves. And y'all keep stubbing y'all toe in these lives every day. That pinky toe is hit right now. Y'all stubbing them so hard. And y'all don't seem to get it and ain't trying to understand it. That's wicked work. You want to be better? You want better? Do better. Be better. But y'all don't want to do that because someone lied to you and told you you didn't have to.
And also,
that's the thing. They don't want to do better. See, like he was saying earlier, why is he in... There is no incentive for them to do better because being a good human being is not there. That's not on their mind. They don't care about being a good human being. Like he said earlier, why would we do all of that work and then we still don't have access to all the women? Or the women
don't like us.
Because they're transactional. See, women are reciprocal, men are transactional. That's the problem. They think us wanting reciprocation equals transaction because they're not going to do anything unless it's of benefit to them. They're not going to do anything unless it's.
I don't even think women are reciprocal.
I think that women are reciprocal, and this is what I mean. I mean, if you give me what I need to be for you, then I can give it back to you. I don't want to be useless. It's like y'all want to be the most useless things on the planet to the people that you chose.
I'm saying, I don't think women are reciprocal because women just be giving and don't be getting shit back most of the time.
Okay, just being communal.
Yeah, they just be giving. Women just be giving out, giving, not even expecting nothing back, right?
I can agree to that fact. Okay, I can concede to that fact.
They would like reciprocation. They would like it. I don't even think women expect. Women do. I think they do.
Now we do.
I think women do expect it to some extent.
Now we expect what we give, and now they see it as we ain't giving nothing unless it's a transaction. No, that's how y'all think. That's a projection.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are transactional beings. Y'all not doing anything if it's not benefit to you.
Yep.
Y'all will spend more time investing in a Madden player than you will the woman who you chose. You'll spend more value in a car, in a house, than the person that's supposed to be your person. Why do you want to be the most useless piece of existence to the person who has to pour into you? At some point, the fluid gonna run out. Where are they supposed to get the fluid from? To keep pouring into you?
They don't care. Once the woman is dried up, they're just gonna leave her, discard her, and get a new woman.
And then say that the woman didn't do her part, and now I'm traumatized. So now every other woman behind me got to feel that wrath. And it's crazy to me. I gotta pay for the sins of the men in the past. That's all y'all do is make women pay for not holding up that end of the deal that you had in your head. That's all y'all do. Yep. And it's sickening. It's disgusting.
Go ahead, Prototype, man. I know you want to get in here. Hey, y'all, let's keep liking up the live. Let's keep going. Go ahead, bro. Oh, hold on. Let me read the super chat real quick. Teresa said, I just checked, and the U of L library closes at 2 a.m. Prototype. Roll time. Teresa wants you to go to the library. And Tinley said, we are not cooperating in our own demise anymore. I disagree with that. I think most women sadly are, but it's women are changing. Definitely. It's getting better. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is gonna be my last question. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate it if you block me over there too. But so what I'm saying is I feel like we're all socialized as a class to do certain things. So my question is this: from a boy to a man, how do you feel the transition is to turn that boy to what you call a quote unquote bad man?
I don't feel like it's it doesn't take much, right? It's because misogyny is so insidious. It's everywhere. So it doesn't take much. All he has to do is just grow up in the society, in the culture, and he will be indoctrinated. That's it. He don't need to be traumatized. He don't need a woman to steal money from him. He don't need a woman to cheat on him. Men don't need none of that shit. All men need is to live in this society, and we will be misogynistic. It will happen. And once we are misogynistic, we will abuse women. That's just the reality. That's how it works.
Okay.
Like I'm not understanding why. Like I just really want you to understand, Prototype. Thinking that all of this stuff is like men were hurt, that's why they hurt people. That's not what it is, man. Like that's like think about racism. You think white people were scorned by black people and that's why they became racist?
No, I didn't say that. But like I said, I feel
no. I know you didn't say that, but you didn't say that about white people, but you said that about men and women. So I'm asking you to apply that same logic to white people. You think racism exists because white people were traumatized by black people?
No, they were just a part of the conversation what I was speaking on.
No, but answer that. Hold on, Prototype. That is
right.
What you were saying, though. Just so we're clear. So I'm asking you, do you understand the flaw in that logic? Because that's kind of what you're hinging a lot of your argument on, or what I won't say argument, but that's where a lot of the disconnect is coming from, because you keep saying that men we're traumatized, and then that's why we're doing it, and that's why we go out and traumatize. And I'm like, that's not what's going on. right?
And I'm speaking from my own anecdotal experiences from what I see from the people that I'm around every day. So this the side what I was speaking on.
But
I also said,
I don't even think you're doing that though,
so
Prototype.
I also said that we're socialized to be like that too. And I wanted to ask you what makes a man adapt to misogyny so well, other than being a person that can contribute good things to everybody.
Because it's just easy to be misogynistic because it's ingrained in our society.
The question, though, Paul. I'm saying what makes a man adopt misogyny as their core.
I just told you if it's every man is doing it. The TV hold on. The TV is telling you to do it. There's no negative repercussions to doing it. You get rewarded. You get hold on, y'all. You get rewarded for being it, right? There's you know what I mean? Like the system supports you doing it. Of course you're gonna do it. The same way white people are racist. It's the same shit. Just all you got to do is whatever question you gonna ask about men towards women, ask that same question about white people versus black people. Do the exact same thing. Why is it so easy for white people to be racist in our society? Because there's no repercussions, because everybody's doing it in their neighborhood. Their mamas are, their daddies are, their grandmas are. It never gets challenged. It never gets checked. And you know what I'm saying? Like you just keep going. And you get offered all of these treats. You get offered all of these rewards for doing it. So why wouldn't you keep doing it?
I agree. Hold on, Ken. Let me say this, then you can go ahead.
Yeah.
If both sides know that we're programmed to do certain things, it's not that we sit on that shit just wanna just to act out on women. We're programmed. We don't know. I might be just speaking for men because you say it's conditioned. It's conditioned. Yeah, it's conditioned. We're programmed to do certain things. So why we can't have that talk to understand what we need to do about it? That's all I'm saying.
We all hold on, Ken. We are having the talk. That's literally what I do all day long. I have that talk with men. So what are you talking about?
But you making it seem like this just our core focus. This is not our core focus. We think, okay, just think about it. The guys that you consider to be the, I ain't gonna say, just think about the guys that do women wrong.
The average man.
The average man. Just think about the average man that make light of a situation, or the typical bad guy. A lot of
the average man is a typical bad guy.
Say that again.
The average man is a typical bad guy.
Okay, so with that being understood, how let me rephrase.
I'm gonna let Ken go, and then come back. Go ahead, Ken.
So my thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Sarah said, "Shut the fuck up, Ken." She put 25 on your head, but we listening. Oh shit. We did it, Joe.
That was record timing.
That was a record timing, but that was fast. That wasn't record timing, but that was fast. We done cleared some men's out faster than that. Wow. Hey, I ain't gonna even hold you. I did. I wanted to hear it too, but I ain't tripping. Damn, I ain't mad. Okay. I ain't mad. Hold on, Ken. Hold on. I see you in the queue. You know the rules. They paid to drop you. They paid that 50 to drop you. You can pay your 100 and come up. I don't know why y'all don't like breaking bread with a player. You don't want to support a black man? Is it me? What is it? The braids? God damn. Go ahead. Can you finish? Are you good now, Prototype? You got it?
Yeah, but if they wanted to say something.
Go ahead, Ocean.
I have a question. Why is the question? The question should be more or less, why aren't you willing to change the conditioning that is harming you? That's what I never understand from y'all.
Can I start with her? I am, man. That's why I show up the pub live. It's only 2 or 3 lives that I go in. I try my best to understand, but you instead of saying, okay, I see working potential in this guy. Let me see if I'm reading him wrong. But no, y'all classify me with the showing of bad people. I understand misogyny isn't a thing that you can change. It's something that you can suppress. I'll say that. So if you see
everything is subject to change, sir. And that's why you go and you get the education. Now, you've been in these lives, and I've seen you in these lives multiple times, and you still have the same talking points. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the exact same thing over again and expecting a different result. No one is going to tell you negative aspects about yourself by holding your hand and coddling you. It's like y'all want somebody to tell you you fucking up the church's money while holding your hand while doing it. There is something that is hitting you, a hit dog hollers. There are some thought processes that you have, and they're the same. They haven't really changed since you've been in this box, and you're still doing the same thing. Why do you not want to change enough to accept what someone's telling you and then start to do the work from there? You keep trying to shuck and jive around the point. The point is that you have a misogynistic way about you. You have a misogynistic thought process that needs to be deconstructed in order for you to be a happier, healthier person. And you don't want to do it. You're going to come up with every other way around the book. There's a million words, and somehow you find every word but the one you want to use to describe what you got to say. At the end of the day, you either going to shit or get off the pot. Take it, work on it, and move forward.
Clarice said, you are literally fighting to stay crap, prototype. Like I think that's the thing. I don't know, man. It's just I want to see you do better, but I don't feel like you're interested in doing better. Look, man, when you say stuff like I don't do people wrong, but I know for a fact you do. I know for a fact you do. And I know for a fact you're not just reacting to the way that somebody treated you. That right there is one of the most disingenuous things that I've ever heard you say. I don't do people wrong. Of course you do.
I say it on the back end.
On the front end, of course you hurt people first. Of course.
How can you hold me accountable for?
I'm not holding you accountable. No, I'm not. See, but that's that. Hold on. That's that language you're using is very manipulative. I'm not your woman. Like you, and I say this not to shit on that woman, but I'm not your woman though. A lot of men, when they talk to me, right, and they come in these spaces, you have to understand that I don't have an attachment to you. We don't got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to you. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't mean that I don't care for you. I'm just saying, like, I don't have these attachments, right? So I'm literally just hearing everything you're saying and I'm taking it at face value, right? Like I'm just hearing what you're saying and I'm just processing it. I don't care about where you came from. I don't care. I don't care about none of that stuff. What I'm saying is that when you say stuff though, like I don't hurt people, I do it on the back end or whatever the case may be, and you don't acknowledge the things that you have done, right? When you say stuff like that, you are trying to gaslight me. That's all you're trying to do.
You're looking at it totally different from what I'm saying.
I'm not.
It's just like if Jeff come up here and call your hat ugly. You give Jeff pushback.
I would drop him. I would drop. You can say any hat I got is ugly. You can't say this one is though. This one near and dear to my heart. But
yeah, it black because you get cool point because
no, I did. Hey man, no, it ain't. Hey, this shit. Hey.
If you talk about that hat, that'll be wicked work.
Don't do that. You talk. Hey, I got about 60 hats. You can talk about 59 of them other motherfuckers. I don't care. You can say they ugly as shit. Don't talk about this one.
I respect that.
This is not the one.
You think causing harm on the back end and reaction is better than causing harm intentionally? Because it's intentional harm whether you're doing it in reaction or not. You think harm caused intentionally as a reaction is better than when like you feel
Hold
justified.
on. I can't let y'all go on no rant like that. Hold on, baby. Y'all ain't finna sit
Baby.
and tell me that y'all. Hold on. Wait, but listen. You not finna sit up here and tell me that you let a person just shit on you, down talk you, slap you, punch you any kind of way, and don't do nothing.
Why did they do that to you? What woman? Hold on, wait, y'all. Wait, perfect. Now we get into something. Sir, this was a woman who did this to you?
I'm speaking in a general.
Oh.
I'm speaking in
No,
general.
you're not.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Come on, man. Come on, prototype. Come on, prototype.
Right here, right now. You called a woman, a grown woman that you have no affiliation with, baby. That is upholding the patriarchy. Don't be giving her no pet baby names.
Bro, your folks made the patriarchy. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, they did it. No, they did it. No, they did it.
It came from Africa.
Okay, the patriarchy definitely came from Africa.
It came from Africa.
100%.
To this day, they upholding it, so I don't want to hear it.
No, nigga, you upholding it. You upholding the patriarchy.
Probably is. Probably is.
I'm sorry.
Probably is. You're right. And look, you say that you only go to 2 or 3 lives, and we see you in those lives, and you're being problematic over there in those lives. So don't come over here and be like, "Nah, I'm
go ahead, Jill. I want to say something after Jill.
My name is Alabama.
Yeah, you can.
My name is Alabama fella.
Well, man,
Bama. I call him Bama, but yeah, go ahead. We listening. We listening.
If he want to clock that to me,
you need a man that does the extreme in order to make you look good. That's the problem with y'all. Men like you only understand extremes. A lot of men understand extremes. Like as long as you're not beating or cursing or doing anything like that, then you need those wicked men to make you look better when you're just as bad as them, just not to the extreme.
Real quick, Rocco the Juice Man. I invited you up twice. You can come up and get unmuted if you want to. If not, we good.
Hey, so if Jeff want to clock Petty T, let's clock Petty T. So what's the difference between me going and I don't take other lives outside of
don't even worry about the other lives. I don't even care. I want to know what type. Hold on. No. Sir, I promise I don't care. What I want to know is what trauma were you reacting to?
You throw me for a loop. So what?
I'm not throwing you. Don't.
What that woman do? Because you sit up here talking about somebody stepped on you, did all of this.
Can you tell us? Prototype, please. Hold on, please. Sir, I'm asking you respectfully. What did she do? That's all I want to know.
It's not no shit, bro. Like, it's not no shit. It's a collective effort.
So wait. You saying a man beat you?
I'm saying men and women as a collective.
Nah, see this shit. Hey man, that's what I'm saying. You not come on, my nigga. Why you talking to me like I'm a like?
Because I'm not finna give y'all no information for the, you know what I'm saying, shit on me. No, I'm not finna do that.
You getting shitted on because you not giving up the information.
Look, we all got hardships. Look, prototype. I think that what you're getting at is we've all had experiences. I can play poor pity me. Pub's got situations. He can be poor pity. Look at me. I've been wronged, but that doesn't mean I'm going to continue perpetuate wrong things because I've been wronged in the past. I've already clocked that. I've worked through it. I'm trying to do better. I'm not going to be openly misogynistic or racist on purpose because somebody else is. Right? Like, I'm not trying to do that in my day-to-day life. And you're saying because I was wronged in the past, now all of a sudden I can do wrong things because somebody messed me up. That's what you're saying.
Everything you said was correct, but that's not what I'm saying in that instant. No, but you can continue.
Or you can call me fella, or you can call me Alabama, or you can call me something else. But don't call me no J name. You understand?
Who the hell are you talking to today?
I'm talking to you.
No, I call you what I please.
Don't keep calling me by my government name.
Well, you came in this space willingly.
And it's Alabama fella. If you can't read it, then learn it.
I respect for
just respect them, bro. You told me what your real name was yesterday. You told me don't call you that, and I stopped calling you. I didn't get smart. I just stopped calling you that.
But he white tee, so I don't know what he
knows. Bro, you playing too much. You acting like that man. The race of that man matters when your ass is more anti-black than him.
You right.
I done heard you. I ain't never heard Jeff say nothing anti-black. I done heard you say a lot of things anti-black. A lot.
So okay, if your platform is standing on the message of men need to do better, should he be holding YT people better? Like
he do his own lives where he talked to a bunch of YT men.
What type of message does Alabama have?
A similar message to mine, but he adopts it and makes it his own. But it's a similar message. The goal is the same.
Is it just for men or is it just for YT as a class?
My message isn't for black men. My message specifically, my message is for all men.
Okay, we getting out the plat though. So
yeah, I don't know why you always got to now. The craziest thing is now you want to clock racism. Now you can understand the intricacies of racism. But you, for some godforsaken reason, you cannot, because you refuse to understand sexism. You just refuse to do it, no matter what I say. That's what I be trying to understand. I'm like, all right, black man, you a black man. Black men love that you love to play the victim. Black men love to play the victim. Men love to play the victim in general. Don't get me wrong. Men love to adopt a victim mentality while projecting a victim mentality on everybody else who was actually victimized by those very men. You got a victim mentality. No, I'm a fucking victim. You, sir, have the mentality of a victim when you are not a victim. You are a perpetuator of trauma. So you're not the victim, but now you're trying to act like you the victim. Like, oh, what you supposed to do when somebody stomp a mud hole into you and do X, Y, and Z? Grow the fuck up. Become better.
Just because I don't care to disclose my information doesn't mean I'm trying to do whatever you're trying to present.
What are you talking about? You do, sir. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, you want to make it personal or not? Because 10 minutes ago you said, "Oh, I only can talk about my friends and what I see." Then when I talk about you now, is no, let's not talk about me. Which one is it? You don't want to talk about you, then let's keep it general. Don't talk about your friends or your fucking inner circle if you don't want me to talk about you or your friends or your inner circle. You brought them up. I didn't. You brought yourself up. You interjected yourself into the conversation. You don't get to have it both ways. This is not Burger King.
I mean, I actually did the women.
You did it before they came up here. You did it. Don't blame them. Here you go, blaming women for your problems, for the shit you started. Now you want to blame the women. That shit crazy. You did it.
Let's backtrack.
Okay.
What did I say?
You brought yourself up. You were taught. You alluded to you being traumatized by women, and then I said women, and you said nah. It could be by a man or a woman. And then you said you react. I said so. You were traumatized by when you said no. I said you do people wrong, and then you said no, I don't.
Okay, so you brought it up, damn.
No, you did. You said you don't do people wrong, and then I said you don't do people wrong. I was shocked because of course you do. If you didn't do people wrong, you would still be with your baby mama.
Really? Hold on. How that make sense?
Oh, come on. Oh my God. I'm about to fucking lose it. I'm about to lose it, Prototype. I'm about to lose my shit. Don't do that. Don't play with me, bro. Come on, man.
How can I pick and choose? How can I pick and choose a person that's gonna stay the same? Just in the same instance as me. If I do wrong, that's on me. The other person don't have nothing to do outside of that, but sit back and wait.
Okay, let me calm down. Y'all be getting my blood pressure popping. DJ Charlie, I brought you up, man. You been in the comments, spamming the comments, trying to tell the Prototype to drop. Why are you being a hater, sir? I'm so confused by that. Why are you telling this man to leave? You spamming the comments like, leave, get out of here. Why? For what? This is the live he should be in. What live should he be in if not this live? In a live where they agree with him?
You muted me in the comments?
Yeah. You were spamming the comments with the same thing. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I saw you do it 20 minutes ago. I didn't say nothing. You did it again. You left, came back, did it again. I'm like, come on, bro.
I just told a brother, man, come watch football like me, brother. This ain't the right live for you. Go somewhere else, man. This ain't.
Who is this live for, sir?
Huh?
Who is it live for if not for Prototype?
I'm just saying, I was just trying to tell him, listen, I was just trying to tell him, it's a reason why they didn't drop you. It's a reason why they didn't pay the $50, bro. They using you for content. That's all I'm trying to tell him.
Who is they?
No, ain't nothing wrong with that, DJ. Well, you, bro. You.
I'm using him for content. Here's the thing. Yeah, I think what you guys like fail to realize is I like to have this conversation. You've been in my live long enough. I don't like an echo chamber. I will literally end the live. As soon as the echo chamber starts to pop up, you probably got me locked in for about 30 minutes, right? But I like to have the live. I want to talk, right? Like I want to have the conversation. That's the first part. Secondly, why would I want to talk? Like I like Jeff. Me and Jeff communicate all the time separately, like personally, right? I don't need to host a live and then have Jeff up here and me and Jeff talk for fucking 2 hours, right? Me and him we talk all the time, right? I want to talk to people, to men specifically, who disagree. I don't need DJ Charlie for content, and I don't need the Prototype for content. But why am I held to a different standard than every other fucking person who holds lives on here? Why do you think you done cracked the code? Like you saying something that's like you just sound like a hater. Like it's weird. Like I would never. That's weird, bro. That's just weird behavior. That's all I'm saying. Like it doesn't.
Brother, I congratulate you. You know I'm not hating.
DJ Charlie. Come on, Charlie. I'm gonna need you to stand. I'm gonna need you to take what I'm saying and process it. Look, I'm gonna give you grace. You're not trying to be a hater, but you are being a hater. You are. That's all I'm telling you.
I just told him to come watch football like me, bro.
But why?
I just told him.
But why? That's what I'm saying. And you said because you using it for content.
Because he ain't getting it.
Now that's hold on, wait. That is a different approach. That I'm good with, right? Which I don't want you spamming the comments with that, but that sounds different. Hey man, you're not getting it because there are other people in the comments too telling him to drop and saying he's not getting it, right? That's fine. But when you say leave, this is not the live for you, and then you come up here and say, oh, they just using you, that's weird. That sounds like hater shit to me. I don't know about to nobody else. To me, that's fucking hate. And I don't appreciate it. I don't know why. I would never go on your platform and say that to you.
See, a lot of these people don't even know me and you. We cool.
I know. That's what I'm DJ. That's why I'm trying to tell you. That shit's crazy. I'm like, why is he doing that to me? Why the standards for me always got it? Y'all will go on everybody platform. You would jump up on their thing. You would talk. You would do your thing, right? But when it come to me, everything is different. If public make money, he doing it for this. It's like, nigga, I'm doing it for the same reason everybody else is doing it for. So why are you saying like it's like when you host a live, you not doing it for a reason? You just hosting a live. Nigga, you not hosting it just for that.
No, I'm not. Yeah, my DJing is alive. Yes. I mean, yeah, I'm doing it for a reason.
You're doing it for a reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, why? Like, I would never go to your platform and ever disparage you on your platform. I would never talk about how you're getting money. I would never talk about you using it for content because you should, because that's what you do. You create content, right? So if you took your live, people request songs on your platform. If I request a song and we request 10 songs in a row and they bumping and you like the mix, you might chop that up and put it on the fucking internet. Did you use me for content? Who gives a fuck? That's the exchange. I got to be entertained and you get content. That's the exchange. You use this app every day. They stealing your fucking information every day, but you still on the app. You don't care about the man who owns this company that's stealing our information all day long. But you get on my platform to be on some like, they just using you for content. Like, come on, bro. That is wicked work. Like, I don't even understand that shit. And y'all all do it. It's like, I get it, bro. Y'all don't like what I'm saying. Fine. I just want y'all to have the conversation about what I'm saying as opposed to doing all this other weird shit around it. I know you can't deal with what I'm saying. I know y'all. I know.
No. That ain't me.
Come on, Charlie.
I just told a brother to come down and sit down next to me and watch the page, the Lions and the Packers game. Your misogyny, man. What you contribute to society? Let's talk about it. You heard RuPaul You know what I'm saying? Show.
No, you're not hurting it. I just want to clock it because I just think that shit is unnecessary. And I'm only saying it to deep. And just brought me up to get a little laugh. No, Charlie, I promise you. The only reason why I'm explaining this to you specifically is because I do genuinely like you. If it was somebody else, I wouldn't give a fuck. Trust me, I would just bring them up and try to ridicule. But I'm not genuinely like you, so I would hope it would be reciprocated. I get it. I understand. I get it. I get that what I'm saying makes people feel uncomfortable, specifically men. I understand that what I'm saying pisses men off, and y'all and men struggle and they grapple with it and they fight against it tooth and nail. And y'all think I'm crazy, but you can never prove that I'm crazy. You just say I'm crazy. You say I'm doing it for this reason and that reason, but you can never actually combat what I'm saying, right? That's all I be wanting. That's all I want, because what I'm trying to get to is I want to get to this place where men actually start to look at themselves in the mirror as opposed to pointing at every fucking body else and everything else. And that's all men want to do. Whenever we start trying to have these conversations, men just like to do. That's what Prototype doing. That's what you be doing. That's what all men do when we have these conversations. I'm like, God damn, y'all never actually. So y'all mean to tell me, as men, you have never sat down and just thought, like Prototype said right now, what am I actually doing in the world? Like, how do I actually contribute? How do I hurt? Most importantly, fuck the positive, right? How do I hurt? How have I hurt people in my life? How have I hurt those closest to me? How have I hurt the women closest to me? How have I let my children down? Like y'all don't do that. Or when you do, you go, nope, never did it. La 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 la. And you walk, phone work both ways, and you do all like, what the fuck? We grown ass men.
We do, but
do you?
Most of us probably don't need to talk about it on TikTok.
Why not?
Social media.
Why not?
I don't know. It ain't a good place. It ain't a safe
It's a
place
perfect, Charlie. It's the best place to talk about it. It's the best place to talk about it. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
He ain't trying to get to the bottom.
I'm gonna tell you. No. I'm gonna tell you why, Charlie. Because I know. Don't worry about him, Charlie. I got you. Don't even trip. What I'm saying is, the reason why it's important for us to have it online publicly is because A, you will see that it's a community of motherfuckers trying to do the same thing you doing, first and foremost, right? That's for me, that's one of the biggest payoffs for me.
I didn't say that we might not want to seek it publicly. I didn't say that. I just said maybe not social media. Maybe
I'm saying on social media. That's what I'm saying publicly. I'm saying, all right, so let me be specific.
But it don't have to be social media.
It doesn't, but I think
seek help for it.
No. I'm not even saying seek help. I'm saying you're doing the work. You sit down, you do the thing that I say that I was like, do men do that? You're doing that, right? Then you come out on public in public and go, yep, I'm doing this, and I'm and this is and this is how it's, I'm working on it like this, and this is how it's working out for me, and yada yada yada. I think that that's beautiful. I think more men need to do that. I think more men need to talk about it. I think we need to be more transparent. I don't think it needs to be done in the shadows. We're not mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't grow in the dark. We grow in the light, right? So I'm like, come to the forefront. But men be so fucking embarrassed because niggas know what they done did. That's how I know niggas not doing the work. Because most men are so embarrassed. Trust me, bro. I know. I am embarrassed by a lot of the things that I've done. But let me tell you something on some real for real shit. The way that I have overcome a lot of that embarrassment is by trying to be a better person. Because as long as I'm trying to be a better person, then why would I be embarrassed? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Like everybody, because that's when the whole like everybody fucks up. That's when I get to say that, right? You don't get to say everybody fucks up when you're still fucking up. You know what I mean? But when you say everybody's fucked up, and you check and you're actively trying to change your behavior, then what's to be embarrassed about? I don't. The only people that judge me for me talking about my past and what I do are people who don't want to understand, right? Which I don't care about them, but I feel safe. I tell people what I be doing all the time. Yep, I argue with my wife about that last week. Yep, I've done this recently. Like, I don't be trying to act like the shit that I've done is 30 years ago and I'm this fucking evolved, great human being. That's not what happened. That's not what's happening. I am literally in the middle of the shit right now, like going through the storm. I'm in the eye of the storm right now. I haven't gone past through that motherfucker yet. I'm still in it. And I'm just telling other men, like, hey, it's tough, it's rocky, it's gonna be hard, da-da-da-da, your ego gonna get challenged, all of that shit. That's all I'm telling people. And the man is like, nope, I don't want to hear it. Because I'm fucking me, and I feel like I'm a fucking unalive if that thought is challenging my brain. If for 1 second I gotta believe that I'm not the man that I've been lying to myself about this whole time, I'm a fucking unalive. That's what most men believe. And I just be telling men, be the person who you think you are. That's all I be wanting from men. You think you a real motherfucker? Be a real motherfucker. You think you the realest nigga alive? Be the realest nigga alive. Stop saying you the realest nigga alive. Be that motherfucker. That's it. I think we'll be in a great place. But all this fucking hating is weird backwards. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't like this shit. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad for the man.
So, can you unmute me back in the comments? Can you unmute me?
I'll unmute you. I got you.
Since I came up, bro.
You came up. Nigga came up just
hey. The Lions up 24-3.
All right. Bet. I appreciate it. Here we go. We back. Shit is wicked. Go ahead. Who is that? Official Robbie Cash. What's good, man?
What's going on? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, brother. What's happening with you?
Not much, just chilling. I wanted to address the second part.
Okay.
It says men don't care about women's happiness, health, or safety. It seems like when we do care about that, maybe we overly care and we get called like controlling. You know what I mean? Like caring too much.
Give me an example.
Like, all right, like caring about someone's health, safety, right? Like safety, okay, where she goes and stuff. Like, you know, you might not want her to go certain places or eat certain foods, and it might be overbearing if it's like too much. You know what I mean? Like, if it's too many boundaries that you're setting around a person.
Why are you setting boundaries on a grown ass woman?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not. I'm confused. You know what though? Look.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're right.
My wife, I've told the story before, but because I just recently saw this thing on how unsafe the gas station is for women. And women joke about it all the time. And I know about it, but I never like put two and two together. Right. But once I saw this story and I did a video on it, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm never, my wife is never going to the gas station again. Like I'm going to pump the gas every time. You know what I'm saying? And I told her that, and she with it. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a, like, I'm controlling her. You know what I mean? Like, she don't want to do that. She don't want to pump gas anyway, because women hate pumping gas. So I'm doing a task for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking over that task for her. Ain't like she like going to the gas station. And I'm like, you can't go. You should really avoid. And she's like, what are you talking about? I love going to the gas. That's not what it is. She hates going, right? I should have been going, right? Cool. So that's what I'm doing. That's different. You telling a woman what she should eat and what she should wear is not the same thing, right? That is controlling.
What's the proper way to care without being controlling or without coming across, you know what I mean? Because maybe we struggle with that. Maybe we struggle with, I care, but how can I not be overbearing? You know what I mean?
Answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you have to understand that care is done in love, control is done in dominance. If you're trying to set a rule for somebody that controls their movements, that is control, that is not care. And just because something is done with an altruistic nature does not mean it is not harmful. So I'm going to control your movements because I care about your well-being is still causing harm. You have to come from a place of love. You have to understand that that person that you are caring about is a full functioning grown adult. If you wouldn't do it to a stranger, why would you do it to the person that you're with? Mm-hmm. If I care about you, I'm going to come at you in everything I do, even when I go to correct or try to show care in a certain direction. It's always going to be done from love. You can't dominate someone. And I think because men are conditioned to be dominant and controlling, that you think that when I show dominance and control, it's my way of showing care. It is still control or dominance, no matter if you have a good reason for doing it or not.
I think I got a question for you though, Rob. Robbie, what do you think? What do you think you can teach a woman that she doesn't already know about protecting herself?
I think they know a lot of the things that we try to protect them from, but sometimes they might not like realize how dangerous it could be.
I know that's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. So you think that you understand the threat level, you as a man who has never been in that situation, and you don't have to think about the world in that way. You think that you understand the threat level better than a woman who has been living this experience since she was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old?
What do you mean?
Like, I'll do the race thing again. Do you think that, like, when it comes to like moving in the world as a black person, as a black man specifically, what do you think a white person could tell you about that? You think they know something you don't about how to protect yourself?
Okay. I see what you mean. Like the stuff we go through and stuff on a day.
Yeah, like if they were like, well, you gotta like avoid police. Like, what do you when have you ever heard white people give us good advice on how to not get harmed by the system?
Right.
When have you ever heard them say anything where you was like, I didn't think about that?
Right. Yeah.
Because they don't deal with it. What insight do they have? Women deal with this shit every single day. And they've been dealing with it since they were young, very young children, right? That's the thing. So every single time a man tries to educate a woman on stuff like this, it's going to come across as controlling because that's what it is. You're familiar with the term mansplaining, right? Yeah. That's essentially what you're going to end up doing. No matter what, you're going to end up mansplaining to her something she already fucking knows. She knows. Right?
But you don't think sometimes they might like be naive to the danger or think that they're okay or nah, you're taking it too serious. Like I'm good.
When?
Like
how?
Like,
where?
Maybe like going to the club or like, you know what I mean? Like
you think women, okay. So when you go to the club, what dangers exist for women at the club? Name them. What are the top 3 dangers? Top 3 most likely things that happen to women in the club.
Drink getting roothied.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying most likely things to happen, not worse things. Likely. Most likely.
Harassment at the top.
Hold on, prototype. Let him answer, please. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest.
Exactly. So what do you think you can teach a woman about going to the club? Because the thing, like, I can name some stuff. 6 figure, maybe you can help me out and let me know if this is true. This is what I've seen with my own 2 eyes. The harassment, the physical groping, the touching, the unwanted touching. I think that is number one thing to happen. I think number 2 is them just being like people constantly like invading their personal space. If not, even physically touching, just expect, you know what I'm saying? The expectation, just being like, oh, me and my homegirls are dancing. And then some dude like, well, let me dance too. Right. And then the last thing is them, men maybe trying to like buy a woman a drink and then trying to like, the entitlement happens, right? So the coercion kind of comes into play where he's like, I bought you a drink.
Right.
You owe me a dance. I bought you a drink. You owe me your number. I bought you I think that shit is like, these things happen like all the time. Most women go to the club. They don't get raped. They don't get roofied. Right. But those are really terrible things that happen to far too many women. Right. But the thing I think that makes the club unbearable for women is just the sheer amount of harassment because harassment is an umbrella, but if just all the ways in which men harass women, the ways in which they do it. Even if not even saying anything, just coming by them and standing by them, staring at them, leering. Right? So you have never experienced that as a man. You don't understand all the little intricacies, idiosyncrasies in idiosyncrasies in going to the club from the woman's perspective. You've never done it. You've never done it. You don't know what is. You don't know. You don't dress like them. You don't walk in their high heels. You don't put on the makeup. You don't do the hair. Like, you don't do none of it. What the hell are you going to tell them about that experience? It's crazy. Even from the perspective of a man, I'm saying, like, because you would think, well, I have insight as a man. You don't, because they know you and they know men better than we know us. Because they really see us for who we are. We don't. A lot of men don't see, right? Like, if you're a good guy, Robbie, you don't typically see the bad guys. You don't see what they do. They hide it. They don't just do it right in front of you. A lot of times, you don't see it. You don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. The women do. They do. Mm-hmm. And they also see the guys who present as nice guys up front, and then on the back end, they're not. They see those guys too. So the guys that when the men like to root for the men and be like, you know, in my circle, all those types of guys, yeah, they see those guys for who they really are on the back end. Right?
You said you said they know us better than we know ourselves, but how come like sometimes they have like male friends, but they assume that like none of them want to hit ever, like, you know, or none of them like ever thought about that. Like, oh, it's just my friend, like he doesn't think of me that way.
I don't. I mean? I think that's very anecdotal. I don't know if that is true. I don't think that's a true statement. I don't think most women think that most of their male friends have never thought about hunching on them. I think most women know that if they have a male friend, if the opportunity presented itself, the male friend would hunch them. Doesn't mean that they don't feel safe around him. It doesn't mean that they think he's going to try to do it, but just in an alternate universe, of course, most women understand that. They know. I've never heard of women. I won't say I've never heard a woman think that. I've heard women say that, like, he would never try to, and da-da-da-da. I've heard women say that. But because he hasn't, right? Like, they've been friends for 5 years. He hasn't tried to hunch him. So there you go. I don't blame him for saying that. But the same way, this is what I'm saying. The same way you say, the same way men vouch for their friends, and you have no fucking clue what these men are doing behind closed doors. Right? How many men have come out and been like, no, I don't believe he did that. Look, how many men are online right now talking about free Tory Lanez?
Yeah, it's a lot.
How many men were online before the video came out with Diddy and Cassie talking about, I don't believe Diddy would do something like that. Then the video came out, then they blamed Cassie. They said, well, yeah, Diddy's a monster, but so is Cassie. How did Diddy get away with what he was doing for so long? How did R. Kelly get away with what he was doing for so long? How did Cosby get away with what he was doing for so long? How did Weinstein get away with what he was doing for so long? How do cops get away? Have you heard of the Blue Shield?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so that's the idea. So police protect police, right? Like, that's what they say. That's the Blue Shield, right? The wall of silence or whatever. Mostly men. Police are mostly men. Men protect men. Men enable men's terrible behavior every day, all day. This whole system is built on that thought, that idea. That's what this whole system is built on, the buddy system. This whole system is. It's built on men protecting rational men, protecting irrational men. That's what this whole system is built on. Right? That's what it is, unfortunately. Go ahead, Dreadful.
No, I was just coming up to say exactly what you said as far as the seeing a lot of lives in regards to when we talk about, like, you know, men don't protect women, or I'm sorry, when men get up here and we talk about how we protect women, I'm seeing a lot of lies with the whole Tory Lanez thing. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion lied to Gail Kim. But I mean, as you mentioned, R. Kelly lied about trafficking kids. to get Kim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we still get up here. We hear every week how y'all we gotta hear y'all access every week. Is it okay to blast his music, or is it okay to say I still love R. Kelly? But so it comes down to, as you mentioned, like the systems we grew up in, the patriarchal systems we grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to misogyny, but also we have to learn to unpack. It's like you said, right? Rational men protect irrational men. And I've noticed that even with some rational men, like the brother who was just speaking, he mentioned how you guys talked on how why do women believe some of their male friends don't want to hit? And I think you hit the nail on the head. It's like, one, they know us better than we know them, right? A white person can't tell me nothing about how to interact with the police. A white person can't tell me nothing about how to navigate racism. I know white people better than they know themselves.
Well, especially how they treat us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they treat us better than they know how they treat us. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's like when I had to realize, because like it's like you said, we can't see certain things. We have like
blinders
to certain things. And so what I notice is a lot of times we'll ask our we'll go from, especially when we're trying to speak to women, we'll go from, not all men, but in the same breath, we'll say things like, when it's our women, when it's our girlfriends, when it's our wives, when it's our partners.
Now it's all men.
From not all men to, yeah, that man only want to fuck.
Yeah. When Robbie came up here, he said that. He said, a woman going out to certain places and da-da-da-da. Why? Because men are trash? Because you know what men be doing?
Exactly. And the funny thing is, and I wish we could come to the conclusion, and that's why I love what you're doing here, right? Because I wish we could come to the realization that just like women are afraid of men, men are equally as afraid of men. You know what I mean? If I go to prison, I'm like, the reason so many people are scared of prison, I mean, there's things like being snatched away from your family, and I get that. But one of the main concerns you always hear about men when we talk about the prison system is
violence.
Yep, being assaulted, whether that's physically or sexually. It's being assaulted. If I walk down the street and I see a group of women, I don't feel the need. Like, a woman walks down the street, she see a group of women, she could walk, feel confident, walk past. See some men, she may pretend to be on a phone call, do what she gotta do, whatever.
They gonna clench. Usually when women walking down the street and they about to walk past a group of men, they clench their booty cheeks real tight and make their booty turn into a V. Why women make their booty turn into a V when they walk past men? Because they don't want the men to see that thing swinging. So they turn that booty into a V. And then they walk past them, and then once they get a certain distance away, then they unclench it, and the shit fall back into place.
But that's my thing, right? Because we do the exact same thing.
Put 300 on public head right now.
What I do?
We do the exact.
What I do?
We do the exact same thing, though. Like as tough as we think we are, I don't care if you're the toughest man alive. As tough as we think we are, if it's a group of men we don't know at night. I promise you, a lot of people who think they tough, they not walking that way.
Yeah, a lot of niggas cross the street.
Absolutely, and that's why I think also, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say before I go back on mute. I think and I've said this before, and I love your opinion on it, but I said that a lot of men, because we were having a conversation, I want to say about like a week or so ago, but we're having a conversation about black men creating healthy spaces for other black men, whether they be straight, queer, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the acceptance of gay men when we talk about things like that, it's very funny because as straight men, you'll hear a lot of I'm fine, okay, just keep it over there, just da-da-da. And it just makes me realize we are afraid of, again, not only just us being afraid of men, but we are afraid of being treated how we treat women.
100%. 100%. That's exactly what it is.
As it socially acceptable. You are scared that it's going to be a group of men on the corner who catcall you and tell you got some, you got a fat butt.
I see that thing in there. I see that print in there with your gray sweatpants on. Yeah, niggas don't want to hear that shit.
Exactly. That's all it is. And so at the end of the day, that's all I'm gonna say is that we are literally just as afraid of men as women are. And if we could just come to that conclusion and stop taking everything to heart and actually unpack what's going on when they talk about men, I feel like we could actually move the needle. But again, people hear men do this and take it as an attack instead of something. It is,
but Dreadful, it is an attack. It is an attack, though. It's an attack on their ego. It is an attack. I want what I say to be seen as an attack, because I am attacking men. I'm attacking the ideologies that men perpetuate. I'm attacking that male ego. Like, I'm attacking that shit without a doubt. It's an attack, but it's not. It doesn't. You don't have to react as if I'm trying to harm you. I'm trying to poke at that ego. I'm trying to poke at that. You know what I'm saying? At those harmful thoughts. Are you your harmful thoughts, or are you better than that? Right? Because if you're better than that, then you will say, "Oh, okay, I see. He not trying to hurt me." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to harm you. I'm just trying to get rid of the cancer. That's all it is.
No, you're absolutely right. And once we get rid of the cancer, I promise you, like, half these podcasts won't stop because I'm real sick.
A lot of them going in. Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
No, yours is okay.
Nah, mine going in too. I ain't got. Hey, man. Once we start doing the work, my shit is over, and I'm gonna be ecstatic. I ain't gonna look back. I'm be fucking so happy.
I'm so sick of us promoting patriarchy and they getting mad that we gotta perform patriarchy. I'm sick of
Hey, that be the most wicked shit on the planet. That's the we providers, and then when women say, "Okay, well then provide," how dare you ask me? like nigga, you said wait, are we providers or not? That's all I ask men nowadays. I just ask men every day, are we the providers or not? Are we the leaders or not? Now, y'all know I don't believe in either one of those things, but I'm just saying, this is what y'all been telling me. This is what y'all tell me when I ask y'all, what do men do for women? Oh, protect, provide. Okay, cool. Are we the providers or not? Why are y'all waiting for women to create safe spaces for you to grow? What? That don't sound too much like a leader to me.
It don't. And matter of fact, let me actually say this before I mute. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
But you just reminded me, right? The protecting part. I think since we talking to men specifically, I think as men we have to consider what is our protection, right? So like I remember when the whole road situation happened with the brick and all these things were going, like all these opinions was going around, right? And I just heard so many people, so many men arguing that, well, if it's not my wife or my kids or whatever, I shouldn't.
If it ain't my property,
right. Mm-hmm. Right. And my thing is this: I like watching that situation take place. It brought me to the question of, are we truly protecting? Because God forbid, a child hears you say that rhetoric. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I hear you say that rhetoric. I'm your homeboy. I hear you say that rhetoric, and your wife, your girlfriend, your person, your grandma, whoever it is,
they getting harmed.
Mm-hmm. Right. But she ain't my wife.
Yeah.
She ain't my kid.
They ain't my mother. Mm-hmm.
Right. Because of what you taught me, I just let it happen. Are we truly protecting? I think that's something else we have to really consider when we had these conversations.
That's facts. Man, Dreadful, I appreciate that, fam. That was a word. Go ahead, Six Figures.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to address the prompt because I had a conversation on a different app. This was probably around in January, and we were talking about the same exact thing. And I was saying, like, when we hear men talk about their spouse or like their significant others, they always say, like, man, if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am now. Like, if it wasn't for her coming into my life, I wouldn't be able to have this, what I have, this quote unquote empire, or whatever it is they have going on, right? You always hear men attribute that to their either wives or significant others, typically. But you very rarely, hardly ever hear women say the same thing. And I'm talking about like romantic relationships. Like you very rarely hear a woman say, oh, you know, because of my husband, I'm the woman that I am now, or I was able to obtain all of this that I have now, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's never the other way around. And if it is, I probably, in my experience, I'll say maybe 1 out of 100, like, to be honest. So when we talk about what type of value do they bring, what are you actually doing for women? Why are women not bragging on their significant others the same way the men will brag on their significant others? Like, it's just the math don't be mathing. So where's the value again? Because why is it always the men that can turn around and brag, but the women really cannot, if we be honest?
They'll say something like, that's because men are willing to give credit where credit's due, but women aren't. Like, I know that's it would they would I could just hear I heard that right when you said it. I was like, yeah, they would be like, see, because women are ungrateful. That's what they would say. But it's the reality though. That's what Umar said that shit in the interview recently. He said he said if he had a wife, he would have opened up his 5th school by now. Well, she ain't opened up one, but he said if he had a wife, he would have been on his 5th school by now. So yeah, that's a thing. Prototype or Robbie, did you guys want to say something else? No one, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah, Prototype, are you still there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, you can speak, man. I know y'all been quiet for a little bit. I want to make sure y'all getting. Oh, let me read these super chats real quick. Vonnie said, the Prototype, a special kind of stupid is back. Shaking my head. My Shining Star said they are angry because their tricks don't work here. I think that is true. Connie said Adam blamed Eve, and these ninjas been dodging accountability ever since. Oh man. Take it to your house. Said, for making me cry. That was beautiful, raw and real, public. Kudos for doing the work. I appreciate you. Take it to your house. Appreciate the love. Erica said, men need to start realizing that they are a threat to the woman they live with. Like, how are you protecting your woman from you? They're not. Brown Eyes Black Dragon says, hey, this is my first time catching you live. I love listening to you while doing chores. I love to see you do a live with Timus and Thoth. I can't ever pronounce their names. Timus and Thoth. Yeah, we supposed to line something up. My mod already had me in a lineup with them, and I fumbled it. I messed up. I don't remember what happened, but I got to get back in contact with him. Yeah, go ahead, Prototype.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody say about me, bro. Like, I feel like I'm a popular loner, bro. So when I say that, I'm saying like, both sides want you to bow down to them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like men want you to bow down. Like that's truthful. That's truthful. Like, either you're gonna be fully on the men's side or you're gonna be fully like on the women's side. And I don't see life like that. I feel like
yes, you do.
Be some kind of neutral thoughts going on in the middle.
Why are you choosing a side when that's not what you're supposed to be doing? No. That's not the side. Women aren't on that side. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Women are on the sides of everybody. Women are on men's side. They're on women's side. They're on children's side. They're on everybody's side. Men are against everybody else. Right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep saying that. Women don't want men to bow down to them. Women want men to leave them the fuck alone.
I guess I'm speaking like I understand when you say the range, because it's not that I don't understand the range, but I just feel like it's on a personal level before you can go to the top. if we can't get the small shit together, how can we address something such as big as systematic
oppression? What's the small shit?
Like I just said, like Rob basically said the same thing that I came in with yesterday and the days before. We could present as a good person, just in general. We'll get looked at as controlling, and that's all I'm saying. Like, how can we? Not even ask you, bro. I'm just making it as a statement. We want to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, live amongst everybody, and to be able to just basically, you know what I'm saying, just unify.
You know how you do that? You want to do that? You truly want to do that? You want to unify?
Don't give me no bullshit, though.
You want to
say something real.
I only say real shit.
I'm listening.
If you want to unify with women, you should do the thing that I said 3 minutes ago. Leave them the fuck alone. It's really that simple. Like, if men just left women alone, they're good.
You're going against nature, though. If nature really wanted that, we would not be existing in the same group. You can sit back all you want to, but they're real, though. We would not. That's going against nature. Honestly,
it is going against nature to abuse women, to not abuse women. Sorry.
No, I did not say that.
Then what? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you understood it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what I'm talking about. Leave them alone. Stop running cover for dangerous men. You stop abusing them. You stop trying to manipulate them. You stop harming them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone.
So if it's two quarrels, but if it's a quarrel between two women, you supposed to leave that alone too?
Yes. I stay out of women's business. I'm not in women's business.
I get you.
When have you ever seen me comment on what women are like? I don't like women do whatever they want. I don't even pay, sir. And this is with all due respect. I don't worry about women in that way. Like, they're good. They're doing their thing. They're a self-contained unit. Like, they not fucking with nobody. So I'm not even sweating them. Do whatever they want to do. They get into a fight with each other, they'll handle it in-house. It'll be fine. They're not the police. It's gonna be consequences and repercussions for that woman if she wilding. You never notice that shit. Look, man, when the pick-me's come up here, they get dropped. They get dropped like that. The pick-me's get dropped like that. They hold women to a higher standard. I've seen it in real time. I see how women treat women. That be the thing that be blowing my mind. I'm like, so I'm the only one seeing this. On a public platform, it's fucking 900 people on these lives. In this live right now, it's 900 people. It's 450 people here, 450 people here. It's 900 people in this live. I've literally seen women, a pick-me will come up, talk for 3 minutes, and they done dropped her. They don't even want to hear that shit. They be don't know about, you know how many women are mad at the comments? So many women are mad when they come in here and they say some pick-me shit. Any woman that's been on my live that has experienced this will tell you. It's happened to a lot of them. They will light you the fuck up. They don't be agreeing to agree. They don't defend to defend. That is what men do. Me, as soon it's me up here, I'm doing my thing. If a man comes up and prototype, you think he's being adversarial to me, you will align with him instantly. Whether you recognize it or not, like you did it with Rob, right? Like, you tried to rationalize what he was saying, but I don't even think I don't know what he feels like anymore. I'll ask Rob in a second. But like, he was listening. He was like, oh, that's true. I agree. Da, 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 da. And then you went back and was like, yeah, like he was saying. He already said he agreed with what I was saying. It's like, it's the weirdest shit, but I don't see women doing that. I don't see women just aligning with women to protect the sisterhood. I don't see that shit.
You don't?
No, there's no benefit in it for them.
You need to roam the streets of TikTok a little bit more.
Sir, I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok for a living. I'm on it more than you. I see more than you do.
And that's right. You're on there for a living, so you don't get the back end of the shows that I see.
Yes, I do.
You do it for the, you know what I'm saying, push your message out there.
No. See, you making assumptions, bro. What was your screen time? What was your screen time last week? How many hours a day did you average on social media last week?
I don't check it.
You don't check it? I average 12 and a half hours a day. 12 hours and 50 minutes a day on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how much is that dedicated to just your platform?
My lives be 3 to 4 hours. What do you think I'm doing for the other 8 hours? Gathering information, reading, researching, listen. How do you think I catch these lives? When I did the thing the other day when I exposed that fat little punk Don P. You think I do that shit all the time? We have a network. Like we watch lives, like we consume, like what are you talking about? Like that's my job. Like that is like a part of my job. A part of my job is to know what men are saying. That's a part of it. I'm not like these other men that don't never come over here and listen and they just say like, oh, I heard this or I heard that. I don't hear nothing. I'm saying I didn't hear it secondhand. I heard you say it. I've seen you do it with my own 2 eyes. I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I come in this motherfucker and I'm like, yep, that's what's going on. This is what they said. I'm clocking it. I'm screenshotting, I'm screen recording, and I'm listening.
I'm gonna be real quick because I'm not gonna have service in a minute. But I think what Prototype is talking about, because they say this about me all the time. They think that when you just simply agree with other women, you're doing it to protect the sisterhood or it's about the sisterhood. Even if that woman is saying some of the same things you just said, or even if that woman, you know, is very closely aligned with your ideology, if you agree with her, it's not because you just literally like agree with her and you're saying the same stuff she's saying. It's, oh, you're protecting the sisterhood. But then as soon as you disagree with the woman, they're in the comments saying, oh, is this what the sisterhood looks like? What happened to the sisterhood? Like, it's just a constant projection because sometimes you actually just might agree with that woman because she has the same ideology as you do, and y'all are saying the same thing. She might just be saying it in a different way. That doesn't mean you're protecting some sisterhood. But then when you don't agree with a woman, that also doesn't mean that you're not a part of the sisterhood or you're not woman friendly. You just don't agree with that one individual woman. So I think that the way that they think about camaraderie and like brotherhood and, you know, how they have to be in community with each other is protecting each other, whether they're right or wrong, and then they project that onto women, because that's what men do. They protect each other, they stand up for each other, they run cover for each other, and they will come up in a line with a man, and he could be dead ass wrong. Before he even knows what that man is really talking about, he'll come up in a line with the man first and foremost. And because that's how y'all operate, y'all project that onto women a lot when that's actually not how we move.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like both sides do that though, Shannon. And honestly, you know we being similar. Paul, stop doing that.
Sir, I'm sorry. You just don't. We do so much labor explaining stuff to you just for you to be like, nah, I don't think da da da. Like, nigga, do you ever listen? Do you ever listen?
Yeah,
like seriously.
I do, but I'm saying just because you feel a certain way don't mean you right. That don't mean I'm right. Why both of us can't be right?
You better be glad it's rent week, because your ass would have been gone. I already know they would have been.
Hey, do you feel like there was an attack? Do you feel like there was an attack?
What?
Attack from who?
What you just said to me.
Attack on who?
I'm pretty sure you would have been gone. Trust me. But
who was in attack? Who was it in attack on?
She threatened to drop me just because I stated my opinion.
That's that gaslighting shit.
Yeah, why? You a crybaby. You a crybaby ass nigga.
That's not. Oh no, wait. But that's not what it.
It's definitely an attack.
That is okay.
I haven't did this.
So that is fair. Prototype. Listen to me, okay? Damn, I hear you. You hear you. I'm not attacking you. I'm just disappointed. It's just frustrating. Well,
I'm attacking. If you, this is the thing. What you call an attack is not really an attack, though. Prototype. I'm just clocking the T on you.
It was. I was just
clocking the T on you. If you would have been gone, trust me. But listen, why do you fight so hard You and this both sides. You work.
He an agent.
He works in based on attraction. We got to get a T-shirt that say both sides. Cause like what is wrong with you?
I might see something different from y'all. Why it can't be that? Then?
Because the thing you see different. Go ahead, Rob.
They just want us to admit our insufficiencies. That's it, without relaying that it's the other side, or just accountable for what we do wrong.
100%. And Rob, I'm gonna say this to you. I would be open to the idea that it goes both ways if it actually indeed went both ways. And I'm not saying don't speak on it. The problem is it doesn't. It's like it just doesn't. Like I'm just tired. Like that is such a cop out. It's so intellectually lazy to assume that everything goes both ways. Everything goes both ways.
I never said everything, but I'm just saying like just because
it's true that women did that, then why do y'all come in the comments when women are like going after or disagreeing with another woman? Why do y'all come in the comments saying, "Oh, is this what the sisterhood looks like? Is this sisterhood?" Like basically mocking and saying we're not supposed to be disagreeing with that woman.
Right, the same reason why y'all go to other panels when y'all say y'all want to decenter men that's classic, and y'all contribute to the same thing y'all pushing back on. The same reason.
What?
You just deflected it.
No, I actually did.
You didn't.
I feel like the both sides argument doesn't work.
You did
It's
it.
like
Women are not supposed to.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I feel like it doesn't really make sense if women are the ones who are like trying to back off and y'all are the ones trying to push into our lives, and maybe you're like the men are the problem in that situation. Like we're distancing ourselves, y'all still want to be around us. So we can't be too bad if you still want to be around us.
This is exactly the same.
Hold on, prototype. Hold on, prototype.
Very hypocritical.
Hold on, prototype. Go ahead, Rob.
I wanted to ask, do you think men defend men way more than women defend women?
Yes. Yes, and the reason why I say that is because women won't defend problematic women. Like generally speaking, women won't defend problematic women. The only time that I've seen in recent history, the only time I've seen women defending problematic women is how women are defending that one lady on Love is Blind. I think her name is Alex. What's her name? Tim and Alex. Yeah, Alex. That's the only time I've seen in recent history women are just like defending a woman that is completely problematic, and they just like no, she has a right to just go to sleep. And I'm like, no, that's weird. Like, no, that's not, like, that's crazy. Like there's something wrong with that lady. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. But yeah, that's like that, and that shit is rare. It's like I rarely see women defending women. Here's what I'm saying. I very rarely see women defending problematic behaviors of other women. Very rarely.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
You see what I'm saying? Like, whether you think that person is problematic or not overall, whatever, but they don't defend the problematic behaviors. Like, on a case-by-case basis, like, they'll be like, that's fine, but that was fucked up. Whereas men, it's a code of silence. It's the blue shield. We stand at 10 toes and wrong every single day. Just wrong.
Like when we hear about women or teachers that do,
harm to children.
Yeah. The women be like, oh, hell no. Like, we going in on her. We don't care if she black, white, we don't
nobody care.
We don't care. We going in. Men, on the other hand, well, what was she wearing? What time of night was it?
Oh, no. No. It's more like this. It's when it's I'm sorry. When a woman does it to a boy, it's, oh, I wish I was him. Oh, them niggas, they'll start to chastise the boys. Like, y'all out here snitching. I would have gave anything for my teacher to hunch on me. That's what most men do. That's what most men do. Until recently, until the last like 3 or 4 years, maybe around there, I didn't in real life. I never heard one man. I promise y'all, I didn't hear one man ever look at that as a negative thing for a boy. If a boy was molested by an adult woman, I have never before recently heard a, and I'm 42 years old. That's what I want people to understand. I've never heard men or just in general men be like, damn, that's fucked up. She nasty for doing that and yada, yada, yada. In my hood, there was a woman. She could have had any man she wanted based on attraction. No cap. She was hunching on my little homie. She was hunching on my little niggas, right? The youngins. She was hunching on the YNs. So I was in my early 20s. They were in their teens. She was hunching on 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. She at the time in her 30s, hunching on them, right? I wish I could show. I would not do that to that woman. Super attractive woman. She could have any man she wanted. She was hunching on little boys. I didn't hear, and everybody in the hood knew it. The older, the 30-year-old men, they knew it. And when they would have conversation, they'd be like, you lucky. They would say that to the little niggas. They would say it to them. That's what I'm saying. Like, men don't, like, come on, y'all. We know.
Hang on, public. What happened to that said woman? I'm just curious.
Nothing. Still live in the same apartment.
So why didn't the women shut it down?
They didn't know.
Yes, they did.
The women didn't know. The women did not know.
I'm telling you.
The women didn't know.
Words in the hood travel.
Maybe, but they didn't know like the men knew. The men knew.
I thought you would say that. That's a shame.
The men knew. The women didn't know. Not from my knowledge. My mama didn't know. My mama wasn't like, oh yeah, and she over there hunching on them little boys. I never heard a woman say that. But the men's, we knew. Because we would talk, because men would brag to the other men. They would brag to the men. The boys would brag to the men, like, they got knocked that down. It was like to get into the club. Like, you got a Purple Heart for knocking down that 30-plus-year-old woman. It was no women around when those stories was being told, Mello. So I couldn't even tell you. You saying the women knew? Maybe they did. I don't fucking know. I never heard them say it though. But I heard the men say it to the boys. I heard that. And moving forward, I've heard men say that to boys. I've heard men say that to, oh man, yeah. Oh, my first experience was with a 30-year-old woman. How old were you? 11? Nigga. High five, brother. You go, bro. Nuck it. Nigga doing all that corny ass shit. I've seen it with my own two. I've seen it before. I've seen it. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that weird shit y'all talking about. Y'all done, you either done it or seen it yourself. And when I was younger, I participated in it. No doubt about it. When I was in my teens and my niggas was knocking down 20-plus-year-old women, none of us I was not in there like, nigga, how did you, like, we was like, how did you do it? But when I became an adult, I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's odd. That's weird. And I didn't hear, and the only time men say the shit now is to throw women under the bus. The only time, look, man, for every one case of a woman molesting a child, like a teacher molesting a child, there's 10 men doing that. There's 10 male teachers doing that for every one female teacher, right? But when you go on these sites, they'll be making it seem like it's 1 for 1. At best, it's 1 for 1. You go look on them vlog. I've talked about this. Those vlog pages. It's the ghetto star and the world stars and the whatever the fuck stars and all of that shit. Ghetto grabbers or whatever the fuck that shit is called. I don't know what the fuck them shit is called. But all them pages, you go look on them. It'll be a female teacher assaults boy. Female teacher assaults boy. Male teacher locked up for raping 50 girls. Female teacher, da-da-da-da-da. Female track coach did this. Male coach, great 17 women. Male doctor did, like, they always make it seem like it.
Search your neighborhood, because y'all know y'all can see who
the register. Yeah.
I ain't never seen a woman on there.
It's few.
I ain't never seen a woman.
Not many. Not many. So go ahead. You go ahead, no one. Okay.
Right. So I actually joined for a conversation that was happening earlier with Official Robin, I think is his name.
Official Robbie.
We were talking about like how to care for a woman's safety without being controlling, and we kind of got into the fact that like women know what's happening and like we're more aware than I think men give us credit for a lot of times. I feel like the line between being controlling is realizing that like we're out on our own majority of our life. We have to make those decisions all the time ourselves and be aware of things. And to tell us that we can't go out to certain places or can't dress in certain ways, like at a certain point, they have to realize that we always have to live with that, with those decisions, with those risks. And we can't just not live. We have to have fun every once in a while. Like we have to also enjoy our lives and not live in fear all the time. So I think when it becomes like stopping us from enjoying our lives and making decisions for ourselves because this is our reality, that's when it's controlling. Especially since a lot of times it doesn't actually come from genuine care for our safety. It's just like
control.
I guess like being worried about like us cheating or something, which you can't control that either. I mean, if they want to cheat, they'll cheat. So not going out to a certain club or dressing a certain way is not what makes or breaks that.
Back. You go respond, Robbie?
Right. And yeah, I just wanted to emphasize earlier, like I wasn't specifying that that's me, like this the controlling person. I used to be controlling, and to me, like I guess it was like when I like overly repeat myself, I guess, and like trying to direct someone on a certain path, even if there's like resistance towards like, and in my heart, I feel like I'm helping them or trying to do what's best for them. But I've learned like I think part of love is respecting people's free will. And someone said something dope in a comment that I wanted to respond to. They said boundaries are for you, not for the other person.
Yeah.
So I think what the man should do really is like, yo, if you're behaving in this manner, cool. Like it's something that I'm not accepting of. I gotta go then. Like let me not modify how you are as a person. Let me just remove myself. And maybe that's the most mature thing that a dude could do if he can't stand the behavior. I think a problem.
Like what? Like what type of behavior are you talking about?
Whether it's her going to the club or male friends or any of that. Like
male friends. The club I get. Male friends? A woman can have male friends?
No. I mean, she could do whatever she wants. What I'm saying is that if the dude can't tolerate that, instead of trying to coach her daily, maybe he should leave instead of trying to revamp her into a different person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the club shit I get. The other shit I don't. But yeah, I feel you though.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Male friends, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were finished. My fault. I'm listening.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. My bad.
You good. Miss Chrissy Baby said the prototype understand that the solution for us is to want to be left alone, and we level up by self-improvement. It's not a side or competition. Yeah, it's really just about the goal at the end of the day. Dante said, hey, shenanigans, is Dana Dane part of the sisterhood or was her membership revoked? Dana Dane is not a part of the sisterhood. She part of the brotherhood. Miss Chrissy Baby said, now pub, we finna squabble over Alex. Then knuckle up. Dante said, public, I got to tell you about how I was 17 and she was 42. And we were together from 1997 to 2009. Sir, you were groomed. What are you talking about? Yeah, tell us that story whenever you get ready, brother. I'm ready to hear that one. Y'all are crazy. Go ahead, Mello.
Now, really, what struck me as curious is when you kind of said women want to be left alone. I mean, to me, the women that want to be left alone, they consider themselves 4B. Because I don't know the last time you've been out in society, but there's a large segment of people that still want love, that still want relationships, that still want to date. So leaving someone alone isn't unity. That's almost cutting them off, period. That's not unity.
No, it's not it. And even for B women still deal with men. They just, I don't know what you're talking about. They still work with men. They just don't have any romantic relationships with men whatsoever.
You made the statement to the prototype. If you want to help women, leave them alone. Okay, but if women want relationships, men can't leave them alone. So you still have to know the person that you're dealing with. Some people do want love, they want marriage, they want relationships. It's only the 4B women that don't want to deal with men on that level.
That's not true. And I think the disconnect is, you think I'm saying don't talk to women or don't converse with women or whatever. It's like when you would be fighting with your siblings and your mom would say, leave your brother alone, leave your sister alone. You still got to live with it. Like, that's still your sister. That's still your sibling, right? It means stop messing with them. Stop antagonizing them. Stop brutalizing them. Stop abusing them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Get your boot off of their necks. Leave them alone. It's not literal. Like, is that what you guys are, how you guys are taking it?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, when you said it was kind of vague, because if we still interact, it's vague at the end of the day when you say it.
Okay, let me be specific. Leave, stop abusing women, stop harming women, but more you yourself, and then also stop protecting the men that do. That's what leaving women. That's what leaving women alone looks like.
And I'm glad Mello dressed it up, because I had made a note about it. But appreciate it, Mello. But this is what I'm saying. What if that's not our reality? That's not my reality, that I abuse women.
Of course you do.
I might have a fucked up viewpoint, but at the end of the day, that's not the energy I surround myself by or perpetuate.
You've never abused a woman?
Have you seen me do it? Well, I haven't. Yeah,
I've seen you use abusive language to women on the live. And I've seen you try to gaslight women, and I've seen you run cover for dangerous men, and I've seen all of that. So yeah, that's what I'll be saying. The thing about these conversations is I don't think people understand how much it actually reveals about the person, right? Like I'm just being honest. This is what I've clocked in having these conversations. A lot of men specifically don't understand how we can see them, right? You don't think you're exposed, but you are completely exposed when we have these conversations. You are. It doesn't mean I know every little thing you've done. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you do the things that you say you don't do in real life. You're doing them online. You're just doing them online. So you can't fit, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you're not like, the way you try to gaslight women, I know you do that to women in real life, and that's abusive.
So what I'm saying is, how can you see me doing the things I do, but you don't see the thing that caused that reaction?
Nobody caused it. Nobody can cause you. Hold on, prototype. Nobody can make you gaslight them. That's a cop-out. Are you a man? Are you a person? Are you in control of, like, what are you talking about? Nobody can make you abuse a person.
From gaslighting, because gaslighting is subjective. You could call it gaslighting, but I could be saying I'm telling the truth, right?
That is what gaslighters do. I think gaslighters do believe they're telling the truth, but it's still gaslighting. I think a part of the reason, hold on, wait. I listened to a video with Anna Kendrick, I believe her name is. But she said that she was in an abusive relationship with a narcissist for 7 years, right? And the thing that stood out to me was, she said that a reason why she stayed with him for so long was because she made him believe that he came across as being honest, because she honestly believed that he believed the things that he was saying to her. So yeah, just because you believe something, fine. The best liars believe their own lies.
So, Paul, this is what I'm saying. If I feel the same way for all women, right? I go in BPG Live a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say nothing. I just sit back and try to retain much as I can. So if I had that mindset to be the person what you were portraying me to be, I'd do that to every woman. I only do the things that I do what you calling out to the women that come for me. And it's up to, I give people like 2 chances with me. Once they say something, I'm like, okay, cool. Then they drag it at the second thing, then they force a reaction out of me. I don't see how you're not clocking it.
Nobody can make you react to them, first of all. Second of all, you are ignoring the fact that you first triggered them. They're responding to your...
Ain't this a contradiction?
No. They're not... The things they're saying isn't a lie. They're clock. That's what Six Figures just did. She just clocked your T. She wasn't attacking you. She clocked your T.
She didn't clock no T. She said that I better be glad that it's rent week or I'll be out here. That's what she said. But she's a victim too, if we being real. She a victim by some of the women too. But that's a whole nother different conversation. I ain't came up here for to be on no miss shit. I'm just being transparent.
She a victim. All right, Reese Scott said, Prototype said it's okay to hate Yeah, exactly. This is what Prototype said, by the way. Prototype said it's okay to hate screw your girl when you get home from a stressful day. 5 on Prototype. We didn't forget that, sir. We didn't. I actually made a video about that, Prototype, because I thought that was... No, it's on my YouTube page. You can go look at it. I think I dropped it last week. Yeah, but I referenced that. I didn't say your name, but I referenced when you said that, because I thought that was so important. That was crazy that a man would say that.
But you agreed to it too, though, Paul.
I never agreed.
Well, let's be honest now. You did say that you had makeup smacks once before in your life, and this is this what I was basically getting at.
No, that's not what you were getting at. Makeup smacks is not the same as hate effing your girl. Why do you hate her? Go ahead, BBG. I can't.
Yeah, that's definitely exhibit A of gaslighting. Because the name of the game when it comes to, like, gaslighting is you make the truth subjective. So you go, well, my truth is, and your truth is, when we all know that there's a truth. There is the truth,
yeah,
and then there's a lie. The reason, and a lot of gaslighters go through this thing where they feel victimized when people tell them what the truth is, because they go, well, he said it earlier, like, well, what about my side? But what about this side? Blah, blah, blah. No, there's a wrong side and there's a right side in many instances. And when you make the choice to be on the wrong side and then you try to justify that by gaslighting people and leading them to believe, oh, well, we don't know what the truth is. They feel confronted because of the fact that when you confront gaslighters with the truth, they don't know how to respond to it, because it debunks pretty much, and I hate to sound like Charles, but it debunks everything that they are saying, because now they have to deal with, okay, there is a way to prove that these things are very real. I thought, and I think the example that you even use, like the difference between having hate sex with your girl where you are, hate smacks with your girl where you are dumping off all of your problems on her, which was already a weird, uncomfortable take, and comparing that to makeup smacks. Those are not the same things at all whatsoever, because makeup smacks is something that y'all are
happy
in together.
You're happy.
Right. You're happy, she's there, you're there. Maybe, there's a little flirting going on. Oh, I can't stand you. I can't stand you either. Like there's a mutual, thing happening. When you are talking about being frustrated about something that has happened to you, and then you go to that lady and whatever frustration you have, you are letting them off on her. She's not having a mutual experience with you. You are having sex to her, not having it with her. Those are two very different things. And it's gaslighting to say that those are the same. But the last thing is, when y'all talked about the teachers earlier, and you mentioned that, a lot of men know about these women and they run cover for them. For one, that's absolutely true. I heard somebody once say that a boy over 14 can't be great because he should be strong enough to fight back. And if he allows for anything to happen to him after that, then it's because he wanted him to. And this was a man that said this, and he had like a whole science behind it. It was absolutely terrifying. But many, many men have these ideas because before, and I hate to say that, but before social media, it wasn't a really broad conversation about men teaching boys, you know, to know the signs of how women are trying to groom them, because men were high-fiving boys. Men were telling them that's a part of the process. Men were telling them that's cool. You know, oh my God, you got to get with a teacher and you know, you 13, that's sweet. No, it's not. Women have always been having the conversation around protecting children, but men have to ignore that, because if they, like we talked about yesterday, if they acknowledge that it's wrong for women to be graping and assaulting boys, they will also have to acknowledge that their thoughts around legality when it comes to the women they want to be in relationships with is also wrong. And they don't want to do that because they still want to marry kids.
Ugh. That last part caught me off guard. LaMonica said, my ex was jealous of the guy who graped me. Shit. Erica Taylor put 25 on Mellow Head. But you can go ahead, Mello. Angel said, leave women alone and become better people. That's where we at. Oh, Strongback, what's good with it?
Hey, listen. I heard Mellow voice, and I know he hate to see me coming. But you know what? I ain't even got no smoke for Mellow today. The problem. You know what's wild is the recurring theme in what I hear men say are the ways that they think that they do things for women. Like, I do something for my woman because I go work. I do something for my woman because I protect her. I do something for my woman because X, Y, and Z. So I always tell people, if I ask you to help me wash the dishes and you start sweeping the floor, you didn't help me. Because I didn't ask you to sweep the floor. I asked you to wash the dishes. That's, in that moment, that's what I needed from you. And what men are failing to realize is they're not listening to what women actually want. They are constantly, and BPG said it, they are constantly telling women what we want. Like, it's nasty work. And I got a prime example, and I'm going to center myself for 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. But we came in this house. We had went out to lunch and stuff as a family. We went and got Italian ice afterwards. We came home, got in the house immediately. Phil started doing his things. I started doing my things. And I paused in the kitchen. I said, I'm going to bring something to your attention. And it wasn't a dig at him. I said, imagine if we would have came in this house and you would have went in your man cave, or you would have went to your little lazy boy and propped your feet and let me bathe the kids, get the kids ready for bed, do all the wiping down, repack the baby bag and all that stuff. Meanwhile, you telling me, well, I go to work. But I've done all this labor. I said, and then imagine after me doing all this labor and you with your feet propped up, you want me to climb on top of you at the end of the night. And he said, that's crazy work, as the kids say. I said, exactly. And that's what makes it misogyny. So the next time you feel like you're doing your wife a favor because you're washing some motherfucking dishes, so I'm going there now. You're not. If you're not treating that lady the way she wants you to treat her, if you're not helping her in the way that she wants to be helped, you ain't doing shit. So yeah, I'm coming for your manhood. You ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, and your mama ain't hugged you enough when you was little. So that's all I had to say. But yeah, do better.
But Erica Taylor said he visits the lives, talking about Prototype, he visits the lives to learn new manipulation tactics. That's why they think you be perusing the lives, Prototype.
Perusing. I like that. Let me write that down. What that mean? No, man. But anyway, I feel like this, though, Paul. But I'm wrap it up right here, man. I hate that they ain't pay the money, but before y'all send the 40.
Why you hate that they ain't paid the money? I'm glad you made it through the gauntlet.
You don't fuck with me, Paul. You don't fuck with me.
What you mean I don't fuck with you?
Because y'all intention, y'all gaslight me and say that I'm gaslighting, but I'm being genuine because if you can go back to the conversation, if we can go back to the conversation that we actually had, I said instead of like punching or verbally or striking a woman, just do it sexually. That's what I said. And I even went to the extent of saying makeup smicks.
I know, sir. That's not any better. That's what I said. And that you still are saying that when you said that last time, and I told you that it's still abusive. You think that's crazy. That's crazy. You think it's so much better to be like, well, at least I didn't punch you in your head. Like, what?
I'll counter that. Now, if that's wrong, hell yeah, I'll stand on that.
How low is the bar? How low is the bar? The women should be appreciative that the men aren't laying hands and feet on them. Like, what?
I'm not saying that.
That is what you just, DeProto, that's literally what you just said, brother. That's literally what you just said.
I'm not saying, okay, it's basically you saying that you better be glad I ain't hit you. I'm not saying that. I can have a cool, calm, and collect thought about it, right? So when I get to the bed, she don't know if I'm mad or not. It's something that I'm battling with it in my head, not to her. So that's why I feel like it's better.
You a fucking sociopath. I ain't gonna hold you.
This shit crazy, brother.
I'll be there.
You know,
I'll be there.
Nah, you don't want to be a sociopath.
I mean, if that's the best way she can depict me, let it be.
No, it's so weird. And I don't think that you know that once you've gotten to the point of you objectified the woman that you are in a relationship with, again, that is a mutual experience. Like, you can't even process that that's a mutual experience that y'all are supposed to have. And then when you go into a room with her, you are treating her like a receptacle. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. And you think that that's a perfectly okay thing to do. That's strange. It's strange, and it's gaslighting us because we're supposed to believe that we're not supposed to call the police at this point. Like, I don't know why y'all say stuff like that really, like, if we were, you know, in any other space, in any other time, like, if we could transform the set, there would be a stenographer there. There would be, you know, an officer in the corner and a judge at the front, because the officer, there he is. Why do y'all say stuff that is incriminating when you know, like, that doesn't make sense? It doesn't make sense at all, especially for somebody that you're in a relationship with. It's so gross. It's very disturbing.
One thing about a BPG, I never say that I'm finna have, I'm not, okay. I never say that I'm finna F her. I'm finna do this to her. I say make love. So I look at it totally different out the gate from the get-go. So I don't see how y'all. Okay, you can think that. That's up to you.
No, I'm not thinking that. You said that, you know, in your head, what you're having with her is you are dumping off your problems onto her, and then you're telling her that you're making love to her with the assumption that when she has that experience with you, she can't tell the difference. And then if she were, we are supposed to believe that if she were to ask you, like, hey, is something wrong? Because the experience that we had last night was very strange. It felt like you was frustrated or whatever, and you were just trying to kind of let off steam on me. Is that what happened? You will probably 99.998% of the time, you will probably tell that lady, oh no, well, you know, I was making love to you. That's just what that is. That's gaslighting. That's lying, and it's gaslighting.
Well, so how you don't know that might be just projection on your end? I look at you.
You just told us that that's what it was. That's how I know.
Okay. So check this out. I don't feel like I do feel like that you was raised different from the women that I encountered. So to me, it'll be a mutual understanding on what we got going. Because if you could think about it, you might see a couple TikTok that's reference. Not saying that you haven't done it, but anyway, to further my point, a woman might you in the bed with your woman, right? Not saying you, but I'm just saying me in the gym. She'll bump her back or her booty to you, you know what I'm saying, for the entice you for the do that. It's in our mind, that's a mutual understanding if both of us mad. if you don't understand that, that's cool. Like, I ain't got no more energy.
But what are you talking? That's not even the same thing that BPG is expressing to you. So I don't understand why you don't understand. And you literally just made this about socioeconomics. Like the women, you might have been brought up different than the women that I encountered. I don't give a fuck who you lay down with. That's somebody's daughter. Okay? So if you don't think enough of them to not treat them like a fucking napkin, that's nasty work. It goes back to your integrity, your character, not the person you lay down with, because I always say the person you lay down with is a reflection of you. Literally. If you treating these women like this, how do you feel about yourself? And I will say, to clarify the last thing, I was raised differently, and I'm at the point in my life where at some point in my upbringing, I was able to understand different things. If I were to encounter a man like you, the only thing that I would be saying is, officer, there he is right there. It's the one in the dirty white beater and the black forces. It was
Hey,
him.
man. Not black.
Him. Yes,
Nah.
Black forces. Creased black forces.
Type, but that don't bother me.
It was him, officer.
Not black forces, though. I could do the dirty white beater, but not. All right. Jazzy said, Malik, show me that GPA, Mr. Misogyny. They already on your head.
What GPA?
They want, hey, they trying to figure some things out early, man. Prototype drop. Damn.
It was a 3 point.
Good, because he makes me uncomfortable.
They still got 20. He said it's a 3.5. We don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, brother. You go ahead. Unless Mello got something to say. He ain't saying nothing in a minute. So
what they was just talking about, the only thing I was gonna say is I done switched up the game before and I got told, oh my God, what got into you? Whatever that was, I want some of that again. So sometimes they don't want the same old, same old. Sometimes when you hit different, they like when you hit different.
I don't want no bell peppers like that. Hey!
What am I listening to? What's going on?
I don't know, man. Mello always just saying no.
No, they don't understand it.
I'm hot.
That ain't the same thing either.
We sit there being grown.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're aggressive, they like when you're aggressive.
Stop sexualizing what we were just talking about. We're talking about marital rape and coercion versus what you just said when you hit it a little better than the last time you hit it, sir. That ain't the same thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
The last time you wasn't. Close your ears, Malik. You a virgin. This is not for virgin ears. This is for grown folk. When you be hunching on them women, every now and again, you know what I'm saying? When that blue chew hit just right, we get it. You be a little bit more handsy, right? You a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You grab her here. You grab her like this, or did you grab her like this? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tripping off of that. That's not what he was talking about. He was talking about hate effing a woman. Hate effing a woman is different than being a little more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what that means, but that's not what we talking about. Reese Schuyler said, Prototype said it's okay to oh no, we already did that one. Metal Kisses said 5 on Proto. And always prove they have the mind of a teenager, because how the F you want to be a leader that crash out when someone hurt your feelings? I don't even know how people ain't nobody ever hurt my feelings on this app. All right, go ahead, Malik. You good now. Runway's clear.
You want to talk about the topic, or is it just like open discussion? Like,
Sure. What do you want to comment on?
I don't know. I just came to talk. I don't know. I don't know.
I got you. You just came up here to talk. I got you. Don't even trip. We did it, Joe. We did it. Hey, man, shout out to the best mods in the business. All the old subs, all the new subs, everybody that hit the super chat. Jeannie Marie LaRose, I appreciate it. She banged it 2 times early. Teresa Intently, Vonnie, my shining star, Connie, take it to your house. Erica Taylor, Brown Eyes Black Dragon, Miss Chrissy Baby, Antoine, Reese Skyler, Metal Kisses, and Yasmin. I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta lay it down. I gotta get ready. We got some things to do. You come back. I got you. Appreciate you, Nia. I got you, brother. Don't worry about it. I wasn't ready for that right now. I'm too tired. I gotta go lay it down. I got some things I gotta do. Right? One love, one thug, man. Shout out to everybody on the YouTubes. The comments was commenting. It is daylight savings time. It's 5:30 in my mind, but it's 4:30 in reality.